What is good, y'all? I want to be the first to welcome you to the podcast that absolutely nobody asked for, but we gave it to you anyways. Welcome to the Stoop Sitters podcast. I go by the name of Cup Bone, and I'm joined by three co-hosts. The first to my left, Cody Locke.
What's up?
And beside him, we got Chris Marshall.
You're...
Yes, sir. And next to him, we got Blake Isham.
Dinosaurs are aliens.
And last but not least, we have the greatest sound man to ever touch a soundboard in the history of the world, Joel Cochard.
Someone cut the bag for him.
Yeah, no mic for him. No mic for him. So, welcome to the Stoop Sitters, man. I guess we'll start with why'd we get into this?
Dreams.
Dreams, yeah. I mean, me and Chris kind of talked about this for two years now.
Yeah, we're about 2 years late.
It was supposed to be like November 14th, 2018 was
something
the
like
original
that.
air date, but
Why did we think of this, by the way?
I think
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
well, I just started getting into YouTube and watching YouTube videos. And,
Yeah.
and you were always you've always been watching that stuff, and I was like,
I thought it truly started just sitting on the stoop at St. Joe,
Yeah.
taking driver wax at 3
Uh-huh.
in the morning at dry grass.
yeah.
I think that's really where it was born, and,
So yeah,
and now it's where it's been conceived.
I love that.
the night that we were literally shooting drivers,
Yeah.
and dude, it was like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, where there's people going to work, living normal lives, and we're just drinking beers, smashing fucking drivers in the fucking front lawn.
I literally remember we were all so drunk that we were talking about actually going to a driving range as soon as they opened up. Like, we were going to be the first ones there. And we'd
good
stayed up
times.
for all night, 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I was the one that fell asleep early.
I just remember St. Joe days, and it was 6 days were good, and then that 7th day where you got super college guy hammered, where you were just recovering for 2 days, which your Sunday was just an absolute coma, and you're just like, I guess I'll watch Good Will Hunting on Netflix. I'm wicked fucking smart. I got super drunk last night. I'm wicked fucking smart. My buddy over here, he fucking knows.
My best friend's Ben Affleck. You know what I mean? But what does the Stoop where do we get the name? I guess people probably want to know. How did we get that name?
I think the stoop was a term that Brock fictitiously made up, and then we found out that it's an actual thing.
It is an actual
thing, but it was more like a very lax patio that me and Devin would do nefarious things on.
Yeah.
And then I saw Travis Bunn also. He was a victim of the stoop, and he threw up directly on
That
it.
is true.
So shout out Travis if you're listening.
He threw up on our floor, and then Johnny dragged him outside, and he threw up on our...
Hey, it
So
is
that
what
was
it
fun.
is. It truly is what it is. But I mean, when you can handle your alcohol like that, and you're a legit 5'3", I mean, all hats off to you, really. You know what I mean? You're half a man drinking twice the alcohol. So like,
Come on now.
hey Travis,
Blake, come on,
that's
bub.
a real roast, but all love, peace and love, brother.
Shout out Travis Bunn.
Shout out.
He's a good kid.
Shortest guy I know, but awesome.
Yo, what about the Troy Polamalu jersey? Let's bring that back. If I don't see Travis in a Polamalu jersey, I don't want to see him.
That is true.
I agree.
Or riding a Harley, I guess.
Does he have a Harley?
Yeah, there's nothing cooler than a guy who's 5'3 1/4 riding a Harley. Sorry,
With a mullet.
it actually looks good.
It
so-
does look
It
good.
does.
I was
know,
surprised.
Yeah.
And can we talk about how he has a good beard? Wow, like I'm impressed.
Is it good, though?
Cody, I think it's kind of like
It's
your
okay.
beard, but he just let it
okay.
rock for fucking 3 years.
Yeah,
dude.
that is true.
You have a nice beard as well.
Well, I mean,
If
No
you want
gas on this
sideburns,
podcast.
it's a nice beard.
No what?
You look
No
like General
gas on this
Burnside,
podcast.
No
dude.
gas.
No gas is free. But yeah, we literally were. I think we were sitting in my living room one day. Me and Brock were talking about it. And we're like, let's just start a podcast.
Yeah.
Stoop Sitters, and we legit made a YouTube and an email.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we don't remember the
Yeah,
password.
they're long
so
lost. If anybody can find them,
It'd be great.
they're probably worth a lot of money now,
No,
right?
Yeah. No.
We'll pay $5. It's a $5 bounty for the lost YouTube.
Where do you see this podcast in 10 years?
What do I see in 10 years?
Everybody. I want to know everyone's opinion.
I see Cody making way more money than all of us in 10 years combined.
I see myself as working to
Why
live
is
and
this?
buying canned foods for a long time.
I asked about the podcast, but yeah, what do you see yourselves in 10 years, I guess? But yeah.
What's Joel's mom doing? Just kidding. Tina Cochard, if you're out there, happy marriage, happy life. You are superb.
What a nice. She's super nice.
Super nice lady.
That's where Joel gets it from, man.
yep, it's true.
But
yeah.
I see this. I mean, podcasting in like 20 years or 10 years is gonna be all VR, anyways. You know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something ridiculous.
I want to be rich and famous. Hopefully,
I mean,
in 10 years.
just
Brock,
the
you
point,
shouldn't do it for the money.
That's
just the point of like, let's put a VR camera in here so all these guys can live also a medium lackluster life. You know,
It's true.
You want to see what these guys are about? Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm doing this for the money, but I'm trying to be a stay-at-home dad minimum 7 years.
Dude.
Stay-at-home dad in minimum 7 years.
Stay at home and podcast and make money off your podcast.
The laundry shit that I do is crazy.
Yeah.
No bleach, no nothing.
You don't
Like,
even
it
have a
stains
washer
out.
that works, dude. Quit talking shit.
No doubt.
Yeah, it is true. Shout out Canterbury Maintenance.
You keep
Fuck
putting
y'all.
your fucking poopy fucking linen diapers in there, dude. Your fucking washer's obviously gonna break.
Fuck
Did you
Canterbury
say
Maintenance.
poopy
Canterbury
linen
sucks.
diapers?
Yeah, he's one of those people
Canterbury
that likes to
sucks ass.
reuse his
Sucks.
diapers.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you don't know that about Chris?
You're
Reusable
a
diapers?
reusable diaper guy?
No.
He puts one of those old-timey clothespins right through the side of it, and it accidentally pokes him in the skin sometimes.
You know those clothespins? I know the clothespins you're talking about. What do they hold? They don't have a clamp or anything. It's just a slit.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it looks like a suture almost, where it's like, what is this really doing, I guess? But
And also, your clothesline had to be so thick for that to actually hold or anything. I don't know.
What are we
I had the
talking about?
clamps, you know?
I
What are
don't
we
know at
talking
this
about?
point, but my clothesline has got to hold a whole bunch of weight because my shirts are running 2-3X, you know what I'm saying? So we got to fucking back up that clothesline, you know?
Why do you use a
You're-
dryer? You don't use dryers.
Come on, dude.
What?
Save the environment, you know what I mean?
I like that. Good for you.
Yeah. It's like the Amish. Whether it's winter or fucking 95 degrees out, they're throwing their
You know what I
they're
didn't
throwing their
know?
clothes
So
out
they
in the
freeze?
open.
Wouldn't they freeze?
They do freeze. They're crazy. They don't care. It's all made out of wool.
Hold on. You know what? You know what I did find out is they have almost every Amish house has a little clothes fucking hanging thing
100%.
around their heater in their house.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Chris,
okay.
They don't have a TV or
Wow, that-
anything, so literally it just hangs in every house, and it's right by their stove.
So that's their entertainment for the night is to
look at their
dry.
clothes. And
Chris,
be like-
remember when we went
That's
to a
fucking
half?
sad.
We went to
Chris
Mark.
loves the
We went
Amish.
to we went to Mark's wedding, and it was pretty much half
Crazy,
Amish because the bride, she was, I think her grandfather was Amish, formerly Amish or something.
Gross.
So we saw a bunch of true Amish people come in there, which was, for one, just to see one of those in the wild is always insane. You know what I mean? You want to take a picture. You want to ask what they eat. You kind of want to see what the flora fauna is about. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
The what?
And dude, watching all these guys come in, obviously they're wearing their cool guy hats, you know, flat brim,
Or
cool
you.
guy hats, and you know what I'm talking about.
The Amish are wearing flat bill hats?
No,
No,
but they're like
the-
top hats.
yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
top
saying?
hats.
Oh, yeah,
They look like
okay,
the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
pilgrims practically.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they all walk in. I see the first guy. There's barrels because it's like, you know, rustic,
so
old timey barn venue, you know. So there's like a barrel there for like tables, and so I see a barrel like when we're walking in, and me and Chris are just sitting here waiting for anybody else to walk in except
Yeah.
for a fucking Amish guy, right? Like I'd rather talk to your horse than talk to
Yeah.
you. And so we're running through this, and this guy walks in, and I see him put his hat on the barrel upside down, you know, because like I don't know if it was raining or if it was just kind of windy or whatever, but you know, you don't wear your hat inside, you know, old timey type type of bullshit.
Absolutely.
And so I see a guy put his hat upside down and just sit it there, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's what they do. There's no coat rack, you know, just put it right there. And then I proceeded to see 38 other Amish guys walk in, and they put their hat inside that guy's hat. And once it started filling up so much, they made another hat and started with that pile.
You're joking.
it was so insane.
So
it was so insane.
there's
dude.
3 piles of 18 hats at this point, and none of them, I looked inside, none of them are marked. So either they all have the same size head,
I think
or they're just like, yeah, one hat size, you better fucking wear it or you're fucking not wearing a hat.
And also, they just share the lice. They just share each
share the
other's
lice.
lice.
Dude,
Yeah.
come on.
It was
they
insane,
got
though. I was
more to worry
mind-blown.
about than lice.
But also,
Come
the
on.
other crazy thing about Amish people at weddings, they don't have dress-up clothes. It's all the same clothes.
They just wear the same shit.
They're dressing for a wedding when they're going and picking up shit outside in
Why
the
do
barn.
they always look like they're dressed like Ulysses S. Grant? Like they're always wearing blue fucking denim, blue wool. Like what is going on? Like what are you making? Can't you just go to the store and get some cotton for God's sakes? Make can't you sew a t-shirt?
They gotta grow it, dude.
And they got to wear that in summer too when it's like
Someone
100
teach the
degrees
Amish how to do a proper hem on a fucking shirt, for God's sakes.
What I don't understand is how all of their pants are boot cut pants and they wear weird ass black referee shoes. That doesn't make sense to me. The only thing they're refereeing is equestrian races, dude. I don't understand. Like
When
I
I
really
worked,
don't.
When I worked at Finish Line, dude, it was fucking nuts. So like we'd see an Amish or a group of Amish kids come in, and like they come in like fucking 8 o'clock. We close at 9, right? Because the work day doesn't end till 7:59. So they get in, and immediately I know what they're looking for. I know what shoes they're buying. They're buying whatever shocks we have. They're all black.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's
Is that
Amish
is that like
and
a
Nike
religion
shocks.
thing?
I think it's just not flashy stuff is what they're all about. That's kind of why they wear what they do.
I've never owned a pair of shocks. Are they comfortable?
They're really not, but Marcus is the god of shocks.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I had some shocks back in the day. They're not honestly not that bad until the heel actually breaks on them.
The basketball shocks were actually like the dude. I think the 04s, like the ones LeBron was wearing in high school, like early. Those are super legit, but they're just kind of like. These are Nike shocks. Like it's like looking at the early Nike running shoes, and you're like, why the fuck's this guy wearing a Jesus sandal?
I just can't imagine. I just couldn't imagine playing basketball in a pair.
It's like,
but I think the pair that people wore were the Shock Generation 3s. Maybe don't fact check me on that, but I think that was it.
It's crazy seeing all those old guys playing, those original, like literally playing in Chucks up until 1979, 80
Chucks,
or
How do you
whatever.
play in Chuck Taylors?
I don't know how you're playing in Chucks, but even the early Jordans, like if you saw The Last Dance, he talked about in the last episode
how bad they are.
He played in the ones, and he said his feet were bleeding. So it's like the technology's probably a little bit better now on the ones with the new technology and like the new materials. But like just the fact that people were playing in practically high top Vans back then, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, that's
the Jordan 1s are all like the bottoms is completely flat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a leather. It's just a leather and rubber shoe. It's a leather rubber flat bottom shoe.
I don't know how you can play basketball.
They're
in
waffle
a flat
bottoms.
shoe.
They look like a waffle bottom Vans, pretty much.
These superstars were originally designed for basketball.
It doesn't make. Let me see the other side.
What?
I don't.
So
get it.
they're
really
completely
don't.
flat, right? And the thing with the superstars and why they're called the shell toes because they have a hard shell on them and on the toe. So
it's the same thing as Converse. They try to do. They try to like rubberize the toe to make it last longer.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same technology because that's the first part to go on basketball shoes.
I can't remember who these were actually designed for, but they were like the 70s or some shit like that. But the reason that they put a shell toe on them was because that particular person would drag his foot when he went for a layup. So he was going through a pair of shoes a game, just ripping through the toe box. And that's why these have the shell toes, and that's why like the Converse were the same way, is they try to do that hard shell. And even like Michael Jordan, there's stories of him like just breaking out of shoes.
Honestly, I would like to see an NBA player playing some fucking Jesus Birkenstocks, take it back to the old times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that would be the ultimate OG move. If you want to be like the OG, you're gonna truly play in the Jesus sandals.
Yeah. And I was watching weirdly enough a documentary last night about like the professor. He's an N1 basketball player, and he was talking about how they made the long shorts cool, and that's when the NBA adopted them. Because
it's kind of, but
Wasn't
like
that the Fab Five. Though?
that's what. Yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of weird territory because like even Michael was wearing longer shorts. Mike was one of the first guys. The Fab Five were that young crew wearing long shorts.
Yeah, but like
truly it wasn't a thing until
2004.
I would probably mid late 90s.
Well, I guess
where those guys were wearing
the
like
really
that.
long shorts because Mike and the Fab Five were still a little bit above the knee.
Yeah, but it was also that era of suits, like when LeBron got drafted, where they're wearing fucking suit jackets down to their knees, and
with
it's like
fucking
so baggy.
15 buttons on them.
You're like, that's a $1,500 suit, and you can't. It ain't
tailor
even
it.
fitted right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole picture of all those old NFL drafts and NBA drafts, where it's like, what are you wearing, sir?
Right. Well, it's funny how the short shorts are coming back in.
I
now.
know.
Like,
But I truly think it is more functional because running and whatnot, you really do want
for
above
sure.
the you want above the knee
Whenever
short.
there was long shorts, I hated playing basketball.
Yeah.
Dude, did you ever like try to like have long shorts and then do a crossover and the ball just
like,
is stopped in your crotch?
It's so hard to go between the legs.
I know, it
and
was
dribble
insane.
with the long shorts. It
But
had
then
to be
like
above the knee.
the shorts we always had for fucking high school were fucking horrible.
Yeah, they
so
were.
bad.
It was. Yeah, it was.
Speaking of long shorts, have you guys ever seen a picture of Adam Sandler in public?
Yes, crazy.
Have you seen the videos of him
just
playing
not giving a
basketball?
fuck.
There's videos of him playing basketball, and it's like,
it's
for one, you're actually not that bad.
I know,
but why the
yes.
fuck are you wearing that?
Dude,
like,
it's-
he's a guy that's not even in bad shape, and he dresses like he's a fat fuck.
Yeah.
I know it.
Are you talking about the picture that was going around Twitter the other day that he was wearing like Walmart basketball shorts?
Yes.
with a
It's
puffy
every time.
coat?
It's every time, Chris.
Yeah,
he
it's
goes out.
nuts. I
they
saw
are
that and I was like, what?
legitimately like down to his calf.
He'll just walk
It's
around
crazy.
New York or wherever he's from like that.
Dude, he went on He went on a late night. Oh, he went on David Spade's show, Lights Out, and
yeah,
he was
yeah.
dressed straight up like he was playing in a pickup game, and it was just long baggy
He does
shirt.
not give a fuck.
And it's like this guy's a billionaire, and he doesn't
then-
even have a
but then you
tailor
see
or
Uncut
anything.
Gems.
Like,
Well, he just
Then
doesn't
you see
care.
Uncut Gems, and you're like, holy shit,
Such
bro.
a good movie.
The fucking, he's wearing Cartiers, he's wearing fucking Gucci
Yeah.
belts, he's wearing like fitted fucking tailored suits.
Does he die at the end of that movie?
Don't no.
Is that not?
hey, no spoilers.
Don't.
No spoilers.
He gets shot in the.
Undisclosed.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Undisclosed. Have you not seen it, Brock?
Seen everything until like the last 45 minutes.
That's
wrong?
Why
Dude,
did you watch a
best-
3-hour movie not to watch the last 45
the
minutes?
best. Yeah. You have to stick with it,
That's such a crazy movie.
dude.
I loved it.
Great movie.
I remember Cody, you didn't
Absolutely
see it
great
for like 2 weeks after
Yes.
it came out, and I was, or
was
at least
so-
on Netflix, and I was like, Cody, you gotta fucking
I was
watch it, bro.
so
It's
worried
insane.
I would get a spoiler, and I would just.
It really
You
like
have
it was
to
a
watch
really high budget movie. Like as far it was an independent movie. Like it was by
Yeah.
what do you call it?
A24.
It was by A24,
Yeah.
so it's a
Yes.
technically an indie movie, but it was a high budget indie movie.
Dude, yeah.
So like I'm surprised it didn't get acclaimed more and it wasn't super popular because like it didn't get spoiled for me either, and I didn't see it for
Yeah.
Can we talk about the girl?
months after. I mean, she's bad.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
Yo,
she's
guys, I
hot, but
gotta christen this with the first P already, so
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry for the
Love that.
interruption, but you're welcome.
We're gonna hold it down for you.
We're gonna hold it down. Yeah, Uncut Gems is so fucking. Brock,
Oh,
you have to finish
such
it,
a
bro.
movie.
It's so insane.
I looked up spoilers.
Why would you
Okay,
do
why?
that?
I do that. For some reason I don't
That's the
like.
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I want to know the
You're t-
ending before I watch the movie.
Why?
And is that a different? Is that kind of a hot take?
Someone fucking flame him in the comments.
Yeah.
Just please.
But I don't. There's something about I need to know the end.
So for people who don't know who we are, Brock's the weird one in the group for obvious reasons as to why he just said he likes ketchup with chicken.
I don't know if weird's the right word though. I think
You know what Sarah told me the other day? That
Yeah.
fucking I almost just dropped her off on the side of the road and left her be. So she doesn't like steak, right?
okay.
She said when she used to eat steak,
Don't say she uses ketchup. Oh god.
Come
bro.
on. Oh, no.
bro. Big L.
Ketchup?
Big fucking L, bro.
Ketchup on a steak?
Ketchup on steak.
You have to use yeah.
That's more of a
And I'm
sin.
a huge ketchup guy.
Yeah.
I 100%.
Huge.
I was 100% prepared for you to say, "Oh yeah, ketchup. I use ketchup on steak all the
I will
time."
eat ketchup on everything else besides steak. Has
Brock
to be
eats
A1
ketchup with
sauce.
Eggs?
fucking salad for some reason.
Eggs,
I don't
I don't know
trust
if that's
guys
true,
who eat
but-
ketchup with eggs.
eggs,
Really?
eggs
Used
with
to?
ketchup.
I
I'm
hate
kind of more of a hot
Not
sauce
anymore.
guy
hot
now.
sauce with eggs or go fuck your mother.
I just
What
put-
kind of hot sauce?
Just eat at that
Hey,
shit
I like
plain.
Frank's, but
with some
also I've
cheese.
been getting so into Tabasco lately. I can
Tabasco's
eat
Bro.
the best one.
Bro, I was a Frank's man, and then when I went to Sunrise, I got Louisiana one time on it.
good.
Maybe-
Louisiana
And,
and Texas beef.
And
both good.
Joel bought Louisiana, and I was like, Joel's not really eating it, so I'm going to continue to eat on my eggs. So
Yeah.
fire. It's one of those things that's just eggs and Louisiana hot sauce is insane.
Louisiana is probably the best.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
I think Frank's is like the ultimate, like, hey, it kind of goes good with everything. But I think like hot sauces like Tabasco and Cholula, like when they're paired with the right meal, you might as well just jay off right there at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
I
dude.
don't fuck with, correct me if I'm wrong, what's the pronunciation? Tapatio?
Tapatio.
Tapatio? I don't fuck with it.
I didn't
It's got
like
a
it.
I have no
gritty.
idea what that is.
I didn't
Is
like.
that, is that the thing that comes with cebollas?
It might be.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I never noticed like. I never really liked
Shout out
it, but then I
Cebollas.
started eating it with Chipotle, and once you mix it in, it's kind of whatever. But
See, but I can't get away from Tabasco Chipotle
yeah,
hot sauce. It's
no, Chris,
crazy.
the Chipotle flavor is good, but once you start eating the regular Tabasco with that, you realize you're like, this seems like it was made for it. Like it's super weird because you really don't notice the flavor, but you get the hotness. Like it works super well together. But also, like I'm a fat fuck, so I'm always trying it. You know what I mean?
Also, Chipotle's been pissing me off lately. Can we just add?
Chipotle
so I
sucks.
usually
A company
come
that's
on.
not named that might make bowls and burritos of sorts and sell steaks and chickens and
Yeah.
barbacoas and such.
So usually when I go to Chipotle, I'll always get the Tabasco Chipotle and put it on my bowl, whether I take it out or I eat it or whatever.
Corona time.
But usually they'll have unopened bottles that you can use
Of what?
of
Tabasco's?
Yeah.
Tabasco, like full open
They just
unopened
want,
bottles.
They want you to take the whole thing.
And I just fucking take them, dude. Those bottles are like $4 a piece. I'm not paying
How
for
big
that.
are those bottles?
Dude, they're normal sized Tabasco bottles. You know, what are they?
What?
8 or 12 ounce, 8, 10 ounce, somewhere around there?
If they
As long
didn't
as they're-
want me to
as long
take-
as they're not open.
if they didn't want me to take the bottle,
For real.
they would put packets out.
Yeah.
That's
No, I'm
true.
not even kidding. But now because of COVID,
I
they're
still
not
think
they don't
want
put them
you to
out
take
at
the
all.
bottle. Yeah.
So like I haven't had a bottle in my house for months. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
$4.
I get it.
We're gonna get found
Chipotle
by the
sponsor the
Chipotle
podcast.
investigators.
They're watching
The
this right
Chipotle
now.
investigators are gonna get us
But,
after this, dude.
Sponsor the podcast.
Burrito, Subway type of restaurants, Chipotle's third in Fort Wayne.
I don't agree.
You're
with you.
wrong.
And that's
You're so
100%.
wrong.
Moe's
is the
last.
best. Moe's is the fucking best, and
There's
you
no
know,
chance.
yes, it is.
If I wanted to eat a
Qdoba,
burrito that tasted like
Chipotle,
a
and
sandbox,
then,
I'd
salsa
eat
I'd rather
Moe's.
go to Curly Moe or Larry's than fucking.
What was two?
I don't even know.
Two's Qdoba.
Qdoba. Okay.
So you
Curly,
like Moe's
Moe's,
more
then
than
Larry.
Qdoba? You're wrong.
I'm not a psychopath.
You're fucking wrong. I don't like Qdoba, but I would eat it way before Moe's.
Why?
Have you had salsa grill yet?
It's fucking horrible.
What do you have to say about that, bro?
It's okay.
It's the worst one. Do they have
Salsa grill
queso?
sponsored the podcast, but it's okay. It's
I'll never be a part of.
so like I met the guy that the owner of them all, and they actually use fresh ingredients, which is kind of nuts. His dad owns a lot of the Mexican grocery stores downtown, so like he sources all of his shit from there, and that is all locally sourced produce
Is that like authentic Mexican stuff,
at a Mexican grocery store.
or like what they're using?
What are you asking me?
What they're using at Salsa Grill, is that
Yeah.
authentic? Because I don't know.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think if you buy so many ingredients, they just throw in a couple cartel members?
Most likely, but no, it's all locally sourced. But and they have like a salsa, like a hot sauce bar, right?
Whoa.
Fucking trash, dude.
What?
It's so bad. I got
I just
this.
don't like
I'm
salsa
a big
grill.
fan of hot sauce, and I got this mango one. It made me want to throw up, dude. It was so disgusting.
You're not into the sweet / spicy.
I wanted to literally
slash-
burn my asshole on the way out, and it wasn't enough. But it also tasted like shit.
Not a lot of people are like approach that way, you know. Not a lot of people are like, hey,
Not a lot of
if
people
this doesn't
know.
burn my fucking ass, then
Like you're kind of like that though, right?
I definitely like spicy foods. Like I'll eat anything super. That's
Right.
why I'll eat any wings because I'm like
Yeah.
I've had insanely hot wings. I'll try whatever. But
I had a hankering the other day so fucking bad for something super hot, like just burn my mouth inside
I
out.
want to try some
Why?
Indian
There's
food.
no
'cause
flavor.
Some Indian food, man. They'll burn your tongue out of your mouth.
I want Korean barbecue, bro.
there
Never
are
I want
some,
Korean barbecue so bad.
there are some Indian doctors where I work that sit their happy ass down in the break room and warm up their Indian food.
Smells so bad.
Oh my god, it smells like a fucking burnt diaper, dude. It smells
Bro, it's so disgusting.
Is that
bad.
curry?
Yeah, it's probably curry.
What is curry? Can someone explain that to me?
I
'Cause
don't
have
know.
No
I think it's
fucking
just
idea.
a spice mixture of sorts, but I have no idea.
I mean, I may just be an uncultured swine and
You are,
not,
don't
you
worry.
know what I mean? But
I don't
like,
think you are though.
oh, dude, they just happily enjoy themselves, and I'm just like, oh my god.
I'm gonna take the second bathroom break.
all right, there's number 2. But with there's so many Indian restaurants, like for whatever reason, there's just certain people that run restaurants. Like there's a lot of Greek restaurants, there's Mexican restaurants, and there's
Right.
Indian and Chinese. Like I feel like that's like the big 4. There's Italian too, you know, that's another
Oh
big
yeah,
one.
yeah, 100%.
But as far as like running restaurants go, they know what they're doing. Those Indians, dude,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. But I talked to this Indian guy on the phone to order food occasionally,
oh no,
and as soon as you stop with your order, he's like, "That's it, 20-minute goodbye." Every time, 20-minute goodbye. Every time it's 20 minutes. Whatever this guy's doing, it's gonna be 20 minutes long. His wife's gonna be like, "How long you gonna be in the bathroom?" 20 minutes. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Honey, do you want to have sex later? I don't know. 20-minute goodbye. So I think guys like that are the type of guys that run the world, and I truly appreciate the entrepreneurs like that because it's like, damn, you truly are did get picked from India, and you're more successful than half of the Americans that live here. You know?
Yeah. I mean, what's insane is most of them are harder workers than Americans, right?
oh hell yeah, because they appreciate, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah.
They come from
You don't see a lot of foreign people, or I don't know.
They come from a flip-flop wearing moped culture.
Oh god,
Chocolates, right?
Oh no,
Is that Mexican?
That's what?
Chocolates.
No, chanclas.
Chanclas.
what's chanclas?
It's I don't know if it's Spanish for slipper or it means, but
Oh.
it's pretty much a Spanish slipper.
Open-toed shoe.
Yeah,
type of
it's
deal?
Apparently-
chanclas. That's what.
If there's any Hispanic
Spanish
people
call.
listening, don't quote me on this, but
Oh god.
apparently the term comes from mothers. That's like in America, you know how you get beat with a paddle?
yeah.
You
Yeah.
get beat with a chocleta?
chancla.
Chancla?
Chancla.
You get beat with one of those instead. It's like a makeshift flip-flop.
Yeah, like the joke is that your Mexican mom will throw a chancla at you. Like I've seen
Yeah.
that joke 28 times, and at this point it's probably just a stereotype. But
And not funny, but
yeah, If you're not in the cartel, you're getting chocolates thrown at you. That's what I'm saying.
If you're in the cartel, AK-47, somewhere around there.
I saw a cartel video, and I'm afraid to share this, but I'm gonna share it anyway.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, my boy Jeremy, he just watches the craziest shit ever, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to see this guy get eaten by a dog?"
Oh.
And truly, I never do, but he will show it to me anyway. And there was this video, this cartel video, and the cartel just sets up these two guys downrange, shoots them with a 50 cal apiece in the leg. They're both still good. They're just screaming. They set them back up on their knees, and they're like, we got him one more time. And the end. That's all I'm saying is the end, because you know what happened after that. The cartel don't play, dog.
They put this on the internet?
It's on the internet. It's like an ISIS video, you know what I mean? You want to rep your fucking set, you know what I'm saying?
Rep your set.
Hey!
Dude, back when, did you guys, I forget who it was, but Joe Rogan did a podcast with a dude who used to work like high officing.
I think his name is
Border Patrol.
Ed something. But it was actually a really good. Yeah, he used to work for the Mexican military.
Am I thinking of Calderon? Is that the name?
I think it might be Ed Calderon.
But yeah, so he was a high-ranking like officer in the Border Patrol, if that's what you want to call them, officers. But he talks about like how they would have all-out wars with the fucking Border Patrol military.
Well, there was that video where literally the Mexican army was bringing in tanks, and they literally weren't doing anything because they have all kinds of anti-artillery, like crazy shit. Like their jeeps and stuff are, armored and everything. They got
the Mexican military is taking this to the border?
No, I'm saying this is the cartel versus the Mexican military.
Yeah.
Like where they're trying to bring in people to stop it, but when the cartel is stronger or as strong as the military, you're not going to play it.
That podcast is fucking crazy. Like he talks about how like the Mexican cartel was literally stronger than the Border Patrol at sometimes. I'm like, that's insane. Could you imagine?
Well, it's like the same shit where it's like they're either bussing people over, getting people over. Like they literally will meal people for money, and a lot of times it's a scam. They'll just drop you, because I've heard about that where they're just like, yeah, okay, here it is, and they just drop you in the middle of nowhere and tell you to walk. But like they really do make tunnels and stuff for people for money. Yeah. So like, not only are they doing this and that, but they actually are helping people in a way where it's like it's kind of this weird middle ground of. We're going to sell you drugs and murder you, or are we going to get you across the border to America?
Yeah, it was like Pablo Escobar or maybe someone else. I know that's not Mexico, but he was taking money and giving it actually back.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a good guy, but
he talks about how like a lot of the cartel leaders in those towns like Guadalajara and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like they're looked at like mayors.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're looked at like kings of that town.
Yeah, like they're famous.
And people follow them, and like it's just kind of, I don't know if I want to use the word cult, but like that's kind of what it's like. It's fucking nuts.
I feel like they're idolized. You know what I mean?
Idolized. That's a good term for it.
When you're
like,
playing Santa Claus, people are gonna call you Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like when you're doing something for these people, it's not gonna go unnoticed.
Right,
like
yeah.
Especially if you're in poverty.
Yeah.
When they can somehow do more than their own government.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Pablo, though, where he's like, yeah, I will help the children, but, he's also running the world on the side.
Well, who was the Mexico guy?
El Chapo.
Chapo, how much more money did
Chapo.
he have than El Pablo or Pablo
Chapo?
Escobar?
I don't Chapo was like, he's super big, but like, I feel like now it's more fragmented as far as the criminal organizations go.
Well, Chapo's gone, ain't he? He's arrested, yeah.
But I feel like when Pablo, back in the day, like he truly was, I feel like one of the only guys that was moving that and doing that. But you guys see that interview of I don't know his name, but he was a mafia guy, and he was in a bar. He was in his own nightclub. All those mafia guys, they always have those weird ass side businesses. This guy was running a bar. And so apparently this guy, came in and he had a broken bottle or whatever, and he was going crazy. Like he was super hopped up on coke, and he ends up like cutting this girl, like the girl that he was with, like ends up like hitting her with a bottle, cutting her or whatever. And so this guy, like the mobster guy, goes up in his face and he's like, "Is there anyone you're here with that I should know about?" And it's just like all this weird gangster talk and all that. And he's like, "Nah, man." And that's how he talks. Like that's how he talks. Like throughout. And he's like, "Nah, man." And so. He ends up like trying to get in the middle of it, and he said he didn't want to, but like his bouncer would not. He's like, that guy's fucking crazy. So he goes up to this guy, and the guy ends up like turning his back, and then at the last second he turns back and hits him with the bottle, and he like slices him under the chin. And literally in the nightclub, he says he fucking puts two between his eyeballs. He didn't go down, and then he hit him 3 times in the chest. The guy was so like hopped up on coke that he did not go down.
Fucking Christ.
And it turns out that guy was one of Pablo's associates. Like he was
the guy who died.
The guy who got shot in the bar was one of Pablo's associates, and the guy who shot him was a made man, like for the mafia. So it was a big deal. So they put a hit out on him, and that's back. You know, they were
what year? Yeah, what
the
year?
80s.
So Pablo was still doing his thing.
He's at the height of his power.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're going through this shit, and this guy apparently gets word that Pablo puts out a death warrant on him, like he's gonna kill him. But with them, it's kind of like the same thing as the cartel now, where it's like they're just gonna take it to the next level. Like they're not a normal criminal organization. Like they'll do whatever. So they literally told him they were gonna kill his pets, his family, and then they were gonna kill him last. And then somehow they got in like a 6-foot roundabout thing in his house. It was like a Santeria like memorial. It had like real human blood on it and like pictures of his kids and his family and shit. He's like, I don't even know how they got it in my house. And so they go through all this story, and he's like, I'm gonna go down to Colombia. Yeah. You know, he's like, I don't want my family. You know, I don't want my family to die. But like, he obviously killed Pablo's associate. And he talks about he goes up to meet Pablo, and he wants to meet him in a church. And he said it made him feel better because like he's still a religious guy. And all those made men, they're all Catholic guys. And Pablo, Colombia, South America, Catholic.
Oh, super, yeah.
So they're both Catholic, and he ends up walking to the altar with him. Pablo's at the altar when he walks into the church. He says, "Could you imagine something fucking scarier than the most powerful man in the world just being like one of those?" So it was literally that situation. He said, he's like, "Hey, are you Johnny Russo?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said that's the last thing you remember. They hit him over the head. They fucking took him down. They strapped him to a chair, beat the shit out of him, did all this crazy stuff. And apparently this guy was like in The Godfather, like he was a side character. And he's like, "You were Carlo in The Godfather?" He's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And so he gets him out of the chair and starts talking to him. And he's like, "So why'd you come down here? What are you, fucking crazy?" And he's like, "Well, if someone was trying to kill your wife and kids, wouldn't you come down here?" And so apparently, like, Pablo gave him respect and all this shit.
Respected him, yeah.
And he's like, "I want you to do one thing before you get out of here." You're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll do anything." He's like, "I want you to reenact the scene in The Godfather."
Oh my fuck.
And so this guy fucking reenacts a scene in The Godfather because he doesn't want his wife and 8 kids to get fucking gangland murdered. And he's like, "All right, we're cool." Ends up getting out of there. Story's over. And like, this guy lives up to talk about it 40 years later. And just Pablo not killing him for one's insane. But he said when he walked into the altar, when he walked up, Pablo was burning his fingertips in the candles. Like he was putting his fingertips on the candles, and he's like,
his fingerprints?
He's like, I never really thought about it. He's like, but all those Colombian guys in his crew did that. They would all burn their fingerprints. Damn. And apparently the Colombians, like right before Pablo, apparently there was like a woman who was like the Pablo before the time. And apparently this lady was like the lady who invented the drive-by shooting. So like for forever in Colombian history, it's just been drive-bys and no fingerprints and crazy shit. So that's why it was just a lawless land for the longest time.
So that's an interesting point. The lady in Colombia invented the drive-by shooting.
She allegedly invented the drive-by shooting. It was 2 dudes on a motorcycle. Would always be on a motorcycle, 1 dude on the back shooting, 1 dude driving. That was how they set it up. And allegedly, I don't know if it's true, but they were the first people to really like take into action because that's how they would do those street hits and all that crazy shit.
Jesus Christ.
But like that's the type of life back then where it's like you're making so much money, nothing matters. You're ruling the world practically.
Yeah,
like he was paying off police,
It's fucking insane.
The guy made his own prison, so it's like I don't even know what you can do.
Is that
at
a real
point.
thing? I watched Narcos, and I didn't know if that was a real thing.
This guy said that he was in the bottom floor of Pablo's made prison.
Just not a guy in his gang or whatever the fuck, but he was just a prisoner. They put real prisoners in the prison that he made.
I don't know if there was other guys, but what I'm saying is this guy that got hit over the head at the altar and kidnapped.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
They took him to the prison that he built. So it's like I think it was more like South American prison's a lot different. Like I've seen a lot of videos and a lot of stuff, and it's really just like sometimes it's just a town where they let you kind of run free, and they're like these people run it. This guy's the guy, and it kind of is crazy because it's kind of the same thing as organized crime, where you have so many of these couple guys running shit, so you really have to bow down. But like there's people that work at the prison that are bowing down to these guys because they're so powerful. Like they're getting whatever they want from the outside of the prison. Because like their wife can come in, their family can come in, and they can live inside the prison with them.
Damn.
And it's completely different. I don't want to say it's better or worse, but like I don't know what
sounds better. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would really teach you a lesson. Like it seems
like
you're just having a cool time.
Yeah. But man, how would it feel to have that kind of power?
Jail's fun anyways.
Apparently there's a hippo problem in Colombia
You know.
because Pablo Pablo had a bunch of hippos and lions and crazy shit. So there's
he had his own zoo.
So he
There's
brought
a-
in-
he had his own zoo. No,
Brought
there's
in
no joke.
foreign species.
there's
and
a
now they're-
hippo problem now in Colombia.
No,
That's great.
he's 100% serious. Yeah, he had his own fucking zoo. And then when he was like on the run and was like getting close to getting caught, rumor allegedly that he burnt like a couple $1 million to keep his daughter warm because he just had this oodles and oodles of cash.
Well,
and he's like, oh, it's really chilly, let me light this. And like,
I don't know how true it is, but they said like literally they had to use X amount of dollars of rubber bands just for the money, and then they had rats eat this amount of money. I don't know how true that is, but regardless, it's still crazy. But like that's the height of drug power in America and probably the world was that time period.
80s, right?
Yeah, it was like probably 80s. Yeah,
or
probably
something
80s.
like
Yeah, all I know is I've seen the movie Blow. Johnny Depp's kind of whatever. His girlfriend pooped in his bed. You guys see that?
That's a fucking crazy ass fucking thing they got going on
Dude,
there. Dude,
that-
what the
Johnny
fuck?
Depp versus Elon Musk too?
No.
I haven't seen that.
Hey, did you see the threesome between Cara Delevingne?
Delavine.
bad.
It's Delavine.
She's-
Delavine.
She's a lesbian.
I think she's
Respectfully
bi,
a
right?
lesbian.
She
Maybe
bi?
she's bi, but she's actually
I don't
very
know.
sexy.
If Cara Delevingne's listening, we don't know your sexuality,
sexy,
but
and I'm not gonna
we'll
hear-
smash.
But her, Johnny Depp's wife, what's her name?
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, and
Bad.
then Elon Musk.
Oh,
Shut
I
did
saw
hear
that. I saw that was a threesome, and I was like,
Shut
"What the
up.
Yeah.
fuck?"
No, I did hear that Elon Musk was
really
banging
doing
out
his-
threesomes.
doing stuff.
Dude, you just have to be rich to just have a good life. I mean, really?
Yeah.
God.
Well, did you see his
damn,
hair?
dude.
His hair transformation.
Yeah.
No.
Elon's
No,
bust.
what was that?
It's great.
No, what happened?
He was fucking basically bald.
He was completely bald,
and you see him now. He's got.
Oh
he's got,
shit, he was
but
bald.
It is pretty. He was going bald. Like he had a bad hairline.
Hopefully, we'll put up a picture in post. but
Yeah,
here's
it'll-
Elon Musk while he's bald.
right here. But
God damn it,
Yeah, there you go, Chris. You got some work to do.
we need an editor.
editor
But
in chief.
how do you go from being like, I'm gonna make PayPal to being like, I'm gonna launch rockets and electric
Yeah,
cars? Like that doesn't
exactly.
make sense to me.
He was the inventor of PayPal.
Yeah, he helped launch PayPal, and apparently the other guy. Have you ever heard that story? I don't remember his name, but he was. It was the whole Gawker thing where Gawker came out and they said he was a gay man and he wasn't ready to come out, and so he was pissed, right? And so it was the whole Hulk Hogan case when he had that sex tape. And so he had it against Gawker, and Gawker released a sex tape without his permission, and he said it was like private tape or whatever. And so Hulk Hogan went to court against these guys, to say it wasn't this or whatever. Like I don't know really, but
Does Hulk Hogan have something to do with Gawker?
so Hulk Hogan had a sex tape, right?
Yeah.
Gawker released it.
Uh-huh.
So Gawker was they were the people to like, put it on the forefront or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And so this guy from PayPal, I think it might be Peter Thiel. I think that might be his name, but I think he's a gay guy. And like I said, he wasn't ready to come out. So when this Hulk Hogan shit came out against Gawker, Gawker was the one that dropped him being gay. So he had a vendetta against Gawker, and so he funded all this Hulk Hogan like lawsuit. So they fucking took down Gawker just because this guy's a billionaire from PayPal, and he's like, fuck this company. I wasn't ready to come out, all this shit. So long story short, Gawker ain't a thing, and Hulk Hogan's dick looks fucking weird.
I got scammed by PayPal one time. Not really scammed, but it's not as secure as everybody thinks it is.
PayPal?
Yeah.
Can I just comment in that from where I'm from in rural Indiana, Gawker is known as somebody that's like, I'm gonna gawk.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna look at these
what the
trees.
fuck?
Like I'm saying,
the-
the Gawker.
I'm gonna look at these trees as I'm walking by.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. You haven't heard
As
of it.
soon as
though,
you
'cause they're
said
gone.
Gawker, I was like,
Wait, hold on. What the hell's a
Gawker is.
what's Gawker?
It's like
no,
rubbernecking.
It's like you're kinda. It's like I gawk. I am gawking. I am a gawker type of deal thing.
You're kind of gawking.
Like
you're kind of looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Kinda.
You're looking.
Yeah.
It's my father usually uses
you got
it
a
as he's
fucking staring
driving.
problem. That's
Oh,
what
this is
gawking
this is a Dan Locke
Yeah,
term.
this is a Dan
Yeah,
Locke
I've
term.
never
You're
heard of
fucking
this one
gawking
before.
while you're behind the wheel.
Yes,
shit.
type of deal. Yeah.
It's
like,
rubbernecking.
sorry, I was gawking.
So
there.
you're
My dad
staring
yells at my
at
mom a
people.
lot.
See,
So she's a
yeah.
rubbernecker?
Quit gawking.
Yes.
That's
See?
hilarious.
What?
I just remember.
It's a rural Indiana thing.
But he,
I'm
So-
but he
telling
says
you.
it as a joke.
I've
All I'm
literally never
saying
heard
is
this.
shout
before.
out Joe No. He's the only dad I've ever seen be responsible enough to be a great dad, but also just drink a Miller Lite in the passenger seat while someone's driving. So shout
No,
out
I
Joe
sponsor
No.
the podcast.
Yeah, shout out Joe No. That's a cool guy move.
Shout out.
right there.
We got the vodka out last night. It was fun, man. It was fun.
You
got,
and Joe.
You said you got the
Yeah.
vodka out last night?
He had the
Wow.
vodka out.
Joe's ready to
Uh-oh.
go.
Tito's?
What kind of vodka?
The Costco. Fucking
Hell
Kirkland?
yeah. Dude, by the way, isn't it good? I mean, I feel like it's all right.
Man,
all right.
It's
They
almost,
say
it's
it's the
pretty much
same-
like Tito's, man.
They
Really.
say,
Yeah, it's pretty
from what
close.
I've understood, it's literally rebranded Grey Goose.
That's what they say about a lot of their products.
Right,
Like even
right.
their
the golf
tequila,
balls.
too.
I
Didn't mean to say that, but they say their golf balls are made just like Pro V1s.
I wouldn't doubt it, but that
That's what
seems
they
like it's
said.
a bit of a stretch. How expensive are
but
they?
they got sued for it. Like they literally got sued for it. But yeah, so
Oh.
Costco, I don't know.
You mean to tell me that who makes Pro V1s? What's the company?
Titleist.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that Titleist doesn't have a fucking patent on their Pro V1s?
That's why they got sued. Like Costco got sued.
Oh.
You can't tell me that Costco's dumb enough to make the fucking Pro V
That's
the
just-
same technology and not
They
get
said
sued.
they're just as good.
At some point, though, something like that, like when does it become like public domain? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
when someone makes something like that, like how long is it before like
Well, what is
obviously everybody
what is the
has it.
public? I know because what is the public domain laws?
I have no idea, but
Because I know the Disney with like something with Mickey Mouse.
yeah.
Something I did a report on. Like it's but they keep reapplying for this to keep it a patent on it without
Yeah.
it going in public domain, and like they can somehow keep doing.
Well, isn't it when
doing
your
Yeah.
patent expires? Because isn't it
Maybe.
something like the
Yeah.
Walt Disney patent's expiring in like
Because
2
there's
years or something like that?
something like that? But I did it, and they somehow have something on it where they keep it should have expired a long time ago because Walt Disney died a while ago.
He's a cool guy. You think he's still frozen?
He is definitely frozen.
Is Elon Musk
don't
going
know.
to be the first one to talk like freeze people?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't really know if he froze himself, but I know that's like the rumor.
I don't think you can
Yeah.
freeze people yet.
Do you think that,
I believe in a lot of
do you think that
conspiracies,
once-
but not that.
Do you think that if they did freeze him and he came back to life in like 50 years, he's like, thought there was going to be be way less
Yeah.
Jews.
I was just
like
gonna
Jesus
say,
Christ! Now I got to
I
make
was-
more Star Wars
Yes.
movies. Fuck. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
He's like, we're going to buy the whole Marvel franchise.
Yeah.
We just don't want to see it do very well.
Brock, if you have the chance to freeze yourself right now,
okay,
right? You're 23, right?
yeah,
23.
23 get like
You freeze yourself for minimum 40 years. And then
Okay.
you come back,
Okay.
me, Blake, Cody, Joel, we're all 75,
Uh-huh.
60 years old, whatever that math comes out to. You doing that? You taking that?
You're
Fuck
still
yeah.
you're still 23
There's
years
no doubt
old.
about it.
You come back and you're still 23 years old,
No
but
fucking
all
doubt
your
about it.
friends
That's not even
are
a question.
75.
No fucking doubt.
Really?
Why wouldn't I?
Would you smash Joel's daughter?
That's all. That's
What if
does
she
bear
was
shit
bad?
in the woods. You know what I mean? I'm smashed. Joel's daughter is gonna be hot.
Oh, jeez. That's the hottest take of 2020 right there. Holy shit.
No, if she's 18, I'll smash. But if she's 17, still.
Keep in mind, you're only going to be 23.
Damn, but Chris, okay, you still have to be 18 if you're 23.
But that's what I'm saying.
If Joel is 75, it'll be his granddaughter. Bro, are you kidding me? He's 75 years old. His daughter is at least going to be 40.
I may be
This kid
taking a
can
look
fuck.
at Joel's granddaughter too. You know?
I'm not kidding you. Come on.
Joel's wife, daughter, granddaughter, they can all get it. is
They
what
can
he's
all
saying.
get it. No, but to be realistic about your question, I think yes. Why wouldn't you want to freeze yourself and live into the future? Because everything's going to get better, just like it does.
Do you know that?
100%.
What if we go
Really?
full Mad Max and you're just like, where's the gasoline?
I just doubt it. I doubt it.
What if, okay, an existential crisis could happen at any time, dude. Are you kidding me?
It
Sun
could.
sun could burn out. Boom. Dead.
That's fine.
No
What's,
life.
what's the percentage of that actually happening?
I mean, I can't tell you. I'm not a
I
motherfucking
bet
scientist.
it's probably less than 10%.
You think so?
100%. I guarantee it's less.
You're,
I can agree with that.
40 years in the future, and when you look at it, that's a fucking snap in
Global
time.
we
warming?
would be 60, by the way. We wouldn't be 75. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
Could
just
you
in the
imagine?
grand scheme of things, of Earth being how many billions of years
Millions.
old and
Billions,
humans been
right,
around
yeah,
for what,
billions.
yeah, true.
Exactly.
6 to 50,000 years. Nobody
It-
really knows. According to the Bible, 5,000, but according to everybody else, it's
Do
about
you-
70.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is going to happen, but obviously global warming, if you want to believe it or not, whatever.
Yeah.
But could you imagine 30 years, Indiana doesn't have winters anymore because it's so global warming such an effect?
But do you know those things that people put in cars to keep the sunlight and heat out?
Yes.
Just put those around the Earth, dude.
No, I'm
What
not
the fuck
saying
are
that.
we doing here?
But I'm saying
It's
like,
not rocket science.
but I'm saying that like, imagine in 30 years when we're that age that we're like, well, do we move to Florida? Do we not move to Florida? We just go over there for the winter? Can you imagine if we don't have to? We don't have to move to that shithole. We just can stay in Indiana.
If like the climate in Indiana is like Florida in
Yeah.
40 years.
Not saying that Indiana's not a shithole because holy shit.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but could you imagine?
Florida has the beaches though.
It does have the beaches.
That's. I feel like
And
that's
all the old people.
honestly one of the main attractions. It's literally surrounded by
the ocean.
water, right?
The
Yeah.
ocean is awesome.
Indiana.
But what's
ugh.
crazy about Florida is it's like
It
eating.
sucks.
It's like if you like a outer part of a brownie, where it's the edges are pretty good.
Yeah.
But
For
the
sure.
middle is fucking
Fire.
dog shit.
Uh-oh.
But it's like
I'm an inner guy, by the way.
100%.
I know, me too. But I'm saying you run in the middle of Florida, dude, and it's like holy
Yeah.
shit.
But what do you have in the middle of Florida? The only
Trailer
attraction,
parks.
exactly. The only attraction is the beach.
It's Disney World. It's Disney World in the middle of Florida, or it's the beach.
You have a hot ass fucking humid climate. You're gonna sweat your ass off, and you don't have a nice destination to go to.
Brock, you living in Miami, by the way? Would you live in Miami?
I don't think I could live in Miami.
I think I'd
No,
be
you
much
could.
more of a Miami guy if I had to live in Florida than anywhere else. I wouldn't live anywhere else in Florida.
if I had to live in Florida, then Miami would be the spot.
Brock, if you live in Miami, are you wearing button-up shirts unbuttoned all the time? At least minimum 3 buttons unbuttoned?
Yeah,
Same.
but I'm shaving my chest.
Wrong.
What?
I'm getting a white suit.
I was just gonna say you
and
need
I'm
to
going out
shave
and I'm
my
trying
chest.
to fuck.
You shaving your chest, put baby oil all over it?
No,
No.
but yeah,
Baby oil?
I'd have to be tan first.
Hmm.
You'd
I'd have to get tan, but you'd get tan.
tan.
Quick. But yeah,
I wouldn't.
all white. All white's the Miami thing, correct?
Yeah.
It's that's nice.
It's just
Wow,
summer
he-
colors though.
Yeah,
truly.
wow, he must be doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, truly. It's seriously like it just kind of goes back, I think, to Miami Vice though. It's like that homeboy's got a white Ferrari and a white suit.
Yeah.
Which weirdly enough, did you know that his daughter was the 50 Shades of Grey girl?
Who?
Don
What?
Johnson from Miami Vice.
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson is his
Shut
daughter.
up.
Wow, she gets naked.
Shut the front
Yeah, he's
door.
also the dad in Kenny Powers, and he's actually pretty fucking funny. But yeah, just him actually having a successful, talented daughter is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Any
Kinda hot,
celebrity
too.
truly who has it, a lot of people gonna talk shit about Jaden Smith, but truly, when your dad is that big of a star, you're doing okay.
Oh, 100%.
Because you could be
You know,
fucking,
I was
you
gonna
could be
say-
Chet Hanks. You know what I mean? Big
I was
up
gonna
to the
say-
one man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Chet Hanks is rough, but I completely agree. I mean, it's so easy to fall under pressure. I mean, like, god damn, dude. Like,
100%.
dude.
It's kind of the same thing. It's
At
way
such a
different, but
young
like even
age.
athletes, kids, like how did Ken Griffey Jr. manage to even be good?
know.
Like when your dad's in the MLB, what is even making
Holy
you want to be
shit,
good?
dude.
Like you're like, yeah, I'm good. Why wouldn't you want to be like,
Guerrero Jr. even.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Same
it's
thing.
just like, but somehow they just have that innate ability to, Jesus Christ, they're just so fucking good.
I think there's a long line of dudes who just happen to be. I imagine the Vlad Guerreros of the world, the Ken Griffeys of the world, those guys. I imagine there's just been 10 generations of successful guys in their
You're
family.
right, yeah.
Like, and then they just played baseball and it turned out to be their thing. But like Vlad Guerrero, how you gonna hit that ball at your ankles out of the park, sir? That's all I want to know.
You remember when it bounced?
Yeah.
It literally bounced.
Yeah.
And he had like a double or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it literally bounced. It's ridiculous. By the way, was that number 4, P?
3.
Brock he got number 3. I'm about to hit number 4 here in a minute.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
I'm about to hit number 5.
I
Holy
can't
shit.
be
Well-
number 2.
There's a
I'll be
lot
the
of beer in this bottle.
Be the first to announce number 4 here. Okay.
It's a podcast of bathroom breaks.
Someone sponsor the podcast so we can put a urinal right here.
Yeah, what
you
erectile
imagine?
dysfunction?
No, I think we
Yeah.
should just do like a Fenway Park trough and we can all look at each other's dicks.
I
Wrigley
fucking
has it too.
hate that.
What do you mean, dude? You don't want me to see your fucking wiener?
No, I don't want you to see my wiener.
What's your problem? Pull your fucking balls out.
I don't know.
Why are you gay?
But
But
yeah.
it is what it is. I remember going to a Comets game. Oh man, this is a rough one.
Yeah,
I was in about the 6th grade, you know.
Don't be shy.
And I'm at the age where my dad's like, "Yeah, go to the bathroom. What are you fucking stupid? Like, you know what I mean? Go to the bathroom by yourself if you got to go to the bathroom in the middle of the game." So
Yeah.
I go to the bathroom, right? And no joke, as soon as I walk in, I see this dude at the second urinal. He's in a wheelchair. He's pissing from 3 feet away.
Is he sitting down?
Do you know how I pissed out of the kayak?
Yes.
So this guy is pissing how you would piss out of a kayak, just off to the side, but into a urinal straight up. And so I'm already fucking intimidated, right? So I pull up, stop, drop, pull out my dick next to him, right? Because it's the only one open. And I swear to God, this wheelchair, wheelie pants. He looks over at my dick. I swear to God. I get fucking scared.
He
I
had to check out the comp.
I stop my stream immediately, dude, and I zip up. But joke's on you. I zipped up my fucking dick in my pants. I now have a laceration on my penis. And boy, just going through a third period of a hockey game with a laceration on your penis hurt.
Do you have a scar?
No, dude, but it'd be a lot cooler if I did.
I would like to see
It looked like a fucking down the eye scar, cool guy. Pretty much one of those numbers.
Damn.
They used to have fucking those troughs at the county fair and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe so, dude. I remember pulling up to one. I was probably 10, maybe. Dude pulls up, and this one was high riding, right? Like the part that's closer to you comes up pretty high.
Yeah.
This dude just, I get up next. I got to see the comp, you know?
What's the team comp looking like, boys?
I'm not competing, but I need to see the comp.
At 10
And,
years
like-
old? You're interested in... Oh, God.
I was
Why not?
Dude,
I
come
was
on. You saw
competition at
Stan
6.
Tipton's dick at 10, and you noticed it wasn't normal.
I never got a
He's
chance
not
to see
wrong.
Stan's penis.
Dude.
Imagine your 5th grade teacher having a
God.
long dong Johnson.
Been there, done that.
Dude.
But,
didn't go there.
yeah, so I pull up to this guy at the urinal. I got to see the comp, right? It's sitting, right? He pulls it out. It's literally sitting on the truck. And I was like,
No.
No,
swear
what
to
the
God.
hell are you
No, I'm
talking
talking...
about?
No.
No, hold on,
It's
hold on.
resting on the urinal.
Hold on. The trough part came up pretty close to where your area
Can
would
you
be.
give me a fucking...
Okay, so if you're you know how it comes, the back wall of the trough comes up like this,
Okay.
and it comes down into the little pee area, right? And then it comes up. I'm talking maybe 6-7 inches came up, and so I'm 10, right? I'm on my tippy toes. This guy's resting, so he's literally got his dick out, and it's just literally sitting on the trough.
Okay, but the trough goes up to his waist.
Right,
Okay.
right.
That's fair. Yeah.
But as a 10-year-old, it's one of those things that
yeah,
you like.
yeah.
It's one of those things you don't unsee.
Yeah.
Scar.
And like I can
Scar.
Yeah, I can still see it, and it's like, good for that fucking guy.
Yeah. Did you ever live up to his potential?
Why you gotta do this?
Chris, how come your cousin can clap his nuts off his legs and you can't?
That's wild. No, I can
No.
I can do it, but it's just not comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Who truly
cocky
wants
guy.
to do that?
Dude,
There's a lot of variables.
He could do it since 6th grade, dude.
It sounded like you were plowing your ball sack into some girl's taint. Is truly what it sounded
How
like.
good is it to have low hanging nuts though?
Not good.
Bad.
No,
Except for
yeah,
that guy who
bad.
shit his own balls out of his ass. You see that?
The dumbest
Dude.
fucking video I've ever seen. I
Shut
hate
up.
watching that
Crazy.
video.
Shut
Come on,
up.
dude.
It's so intriguing.
What is good about that fucking video?
Show respect where respect is due,
It's
dude. You're being
so
fucking
intriguing.
Pierce Paris
That's a
is an
so-
all-time great, dude.
That's a self meat pocket, Brock, and you don't respect that?
I've never seen a meatball pocket from an own man's butt.
That's not a natural hang.
Did you
It's
guys
a
hear how he talked
self-inflicting
about
meatball pocket.
Did you guys, okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, there was a cool video of a guy running into frame, and he
Super
puts
cool.
his butthole at the camera, and then he proceeds to poop his balls out of his ass.
Yeah,
and for
it's-
anybody who hasn't seen it, this guy has the cleanest ass on the earth. This guy, it looks like someone had
Bleached.
just taken a lint roller to his ass because it is magnificent, right? Runs into frame, shows his asshole, pumps his balls right out of his ass. He also did it on he did it on New Year's Eve because that's when the ball drops. You know what I mean? But
I respect him now.
I respect
That's
it. But
funny.
What's crazy
That's
is
content,
He
if
talks
I've ever
about
heard it.
He talks about like you have to just be truly gifted with long hanging nuttos if you want to fucking put them
He
in your butt.
stretched those.
They-
He
so
stretched
he
that
said he stretched
motherfucker
him out.
out.
He said he stretched
they
him out.
interviewed him?
They interviewed him.
Great.
Good
Yeah,
for him.
it was on your mom's house, and they interviewed him, and they were like, well, "Yeah, what kind of other crazy stuff you did?" And he was the guy who started the. You've seen it. There's someone on a putting green, and they'll putt a ball, and it goes straight into
In
a
his
guy's
butt,
asshole.
yeah. That was him?
That's him.
Bro. Did I show you guys that video?
Yes.
Yes,
I couldn't believe
Chris,
it.
You did.
It's
I thought
hilarious.
I thought I was just watching like a regular old like, oh, I bet this mini
I bet
golf.
this doesn't end up in an asshole. I bet that's what he said when he started it.
What kind of things is that guy into?
He's he said when he records now, it's mostly gay scene. I think he's gay, but he said it was mostly gay
Gotta be
scenes.
I was just about to ask.
It was
that.
mostly gay scenes or femdom scenes. So like girls, telling you you're a piece of shit,
Dominating
stomping on
him.
your balls
Yeah.
and shit.
like
I'm
the
just saying
sissy of
this.
Fremont Street.
Yeah, I'm the sissy of Fremont Street.
You don't
looking
get
for
to
a
the
white
point.
woman.
You don't get to the point where you can.
wants to beat the shit out of me.
You don't get to the point where you can put your own balls in your own ass if you're not gay.
Well, he talked about it, and he seems like he's just like a truly. He seems like he's really a frat boy in every sense of the word. Like, well, he'll just do crazy shit. But it's kind of funny to see it from a gay guy's perspective because he's like, yeah, I guess I'll put my own balls in my ass. But also, he talked about literally having sex with guys while his balls were in his ass.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Oh, so the balls going in his ass was the easy part.
They were penetrating him.
Yeah.
While also his testicles.
His balls are in his ass.
That doesn't
What the fuck are we
seem-
talking about?
I don't know.
Oh my
Come on.
So if you haven't
It's
seen the
good
video,
content.
it is quality content.
It is.
It's a sparkling beehole.
Recommend. Recommend.
If you're a girl and your beehole doesn't look like that, what do you? No, I'm just kidding. He's got the cleanest male beehole of all time.
Put it up.
That's
Got
what
this
he said.
asshole I
How about
live
the
with.
fact that you have a grandpa who got ran over by a tractor?
Yeah, that's insane,
who
right?
still runs it.
Yeah. They're looking for a general manager. I'm
tough
pretty
kid.
sure they want a general manager to take over all the duties. And I just keep telling my grandma, let me know when you want to buy her, because that's where I fall in.
Tell him I will take over.
You want to be the general manager?
How much? How much cash?
Like hourly rate?
Yeah,
Or are you looking for salary?
preferably salary.
I don't know if they're ready for that commitment yet.
You can have one pizza
They're not ready
per
for
day.
me then.
Yeah. You get free lunch. But yeah,
do it.
so
Can't do it. Too valuable.
yeah, Albion Pizza Depot, 636-1212, area code 260. Check them out.
Were they the official sponsor of the balls and
They
the
are.
ass?
No, not that.
No.
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 I responded way too quick.
Yeah.
She would not approve. And I hope she don't listen.
I
doesn't
bet-
Yeah,
listen
this
to
is
this.
probably something I would.
I bet if your grandma saw that video, she would pass out.
Grandma Linda?
No, Grandma Melba.
Oh, Melba. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she
I bet
would.
if your mom saw that, your mom would be happy.
I showed my
That'd
dad.
be funny.
Yeah,
You show your dad?
No, I didn't show my dad that one. I showed him the video of the guy putting
Yeah.
the putting into a cup that's in another man's ass.
That
And
just doesn't.
He said, "Oh my god."
understand.
It was hilarious.
What, Brock? What don't you understand about a gaping butthole big enough to put a cup in and putting a golf ball
Can we
in there?
move on from this
What does
subject?
there have to understand?
It's fine. Like, I'm not against anyone who has a gaping butthole.
We should move on. We should move on. Blake, what kind of topics do you
Next
have? I
topic,
hear that you
please.
have a story about Brock.
There's a guy with a second gaping butthole actually, that I want to talk about. I can't get off of this subject because the fact that I've seen the guy and heard the guy talk now, it puts a human behind the golf ball in the
He's
butthole.
real. He's a real guy.
Yeah, it's a real guy. and-
I need to see this interview.
yeah, it's pretty wild. It's on your mom's house. It was at the end of the episode. I just
Without context, it's at your mom's house. It's on your mom's house. It's great.
Yeah.
Like, without any context
Yeah.
to it. Next topic, please.
Blake, what do you got?
I put all my money in golden wood. For those of you who don't know, this is a bad inside joke. I've been putting my money over into golden wood for years. Take it out of stocks, take it out of the CDs, take it out of the banks. You want to buy gold and you want to buy firewood.
Physical items, folks. Physical items.
Physical items. Canned foods, too. I didn't say that part, but you do want to put 33% of your portfolio into canned foods. In my opinion, I would say canned tomatoes.
Fuck that.
You can make spaghettis and lasagnas of sorts.
Tomatoes disgusting.
What about beans?
Yeah, your
canned beans?
love for ketchup.
There's nothing I hate more than canned green beans.
No, I'm just talking beans, kidney beans.
Chris, can we talk
Pinto
about
beans.
Can we talk about your family eating green beans with spaghetti and why that's
Fucking
problematic?
love it.
Shut the fuck up.
Love it, dude.
I thought
And
wings-
Johnny, when he makes spaghetti, he cooks green beans with it.
Yeah.
I
What?
love it, dude.
I don't understand.
I'm a guy who has eaten dinner with Chris upwards of 380 times.
Yeah.
And 5 times out of 5 times that we've eaten spaghetti, there's been green beans served with spaghetti.
Why do I not
It's
remember
so,
this?
dude.
Is it just like a
I'll tell you the secret, bro.
okay?
You don't need a vegetable to eat your dinner. That's what I don't understand about
I
white
never
people.
put
You don't need
vegetables.
corn. You don't need peas. what
See,
the fuck is
that's-
going
You don't
on?
need vegetables.
Yeah, I'm from a family that's
From
like,
the-
oh, good,
from the-
gotta have vegetable.
Yeah, my mom's like, "What kind of vegetable do you want?" I don't know, Mom. What do you got? Green beans, corn, and whatever sorts. But when you
And then you say,
yeah,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. We're gonna cut
What
that
did he
one.
say? What'd you say?
I said, then you
Don't.
say, that's the vegetable you want?
when you
That's a cut.
cut.
You're gonna cut right before this.
when you
She's
super great girl.
no.
Anyways, moving on.
She's not a vegetable.
Go on. Oh,
I know that's the
joke. Okay,
it was very rude. That's the joke.
Yep, I get it.
Anyways, when you eat at the Marshall household and you get spaghetti, you literally put the pasta on, put the sauce, and then you just layer it in green beans, dude. It's fire.
Hold on.
You're
You're saying you top the spaghetti with green beans.
I swear to God.
It's not even on the fucking side.
No, you mix it in. You mix it in.
You mix it in, dog.
What?
I swear to God. I made
Green bean juices
and
everything?
I made pasta the other day, and I made corn with it and just mixed it all in, dude.
There's no way I could survive at your household.
That's because you eat chicken tenders and cheese pizza.
Pepperoni.
One topping max for Brock. No.
Yeah, no. But
Brock, I
just
have a legitimate question for you. What's the most exotic thing you have had to eat that you enjoyed?
Hey, Cody,
Ketchup's not an option.
After this,
Man,
can we hear an unlegitimate question?
Yeah.
Cool. You better have one already.
Chipotle ketchup's not an option either.
dude,
The fact that you're struggling to answer this is
so
sad.
bad.
man, I hate sushi, and that might have been the one thing. But I
No,
don't like
the
it. I don't
question
like
was
it.
that you enjoyed.
Nothing.
What?
Okay, hold on. Do you like red peppers?
I love green peppers.
Okay.
I love
Red
green
peppers
peppers
taste the same, by
in
the
a
way.
breakfast sandwich.
Brock,
Okay.
remember the time that we went to Taco Bell and then you allegedly got hives from the Taco Bell?
That's not alleged. That's actually been almost confirmed.
I can't remember
by
what
my
this-
mom.
I don't remember what we came home after a football game or basketball game, something like 10, 11 at night. And we were all hanging at Brock's house, a couple of us, and we all eat at Taco Bell. And I was like, "Yo, Brock, this chicken burrito, dog.
Fire.
This chicken burrito's a fire burrito. You better get it." So he gets a chicken burrito, right? He eats it. He's like, "Yeah, whatever." Takes it down, and then about like 48 minutes later, he somehow starts to have hives or gets hives from who knows
I
what.
had a rash all over my body.
You did. You had hives all over, but who knows what is what I'm saying. And so, for one, your mom took you to the hospital, so I do appreciate it. That's hilarious. But we sat in the ER for a fucking hour looking at the fish tank for this guy to get a one shot in his ass.
Yep.
Because he ate a fucking shredded chicken burrito and it was against his fucking chicken tenders only diet. It was grilled chicken, not crispy chicken. That's the only reason he got it, fellas.
But he didn't stop eating shredded chicken burritos after that.
no, but I think
What?
they went from
Are you serious?
because I was immune to it.
You took that risk again, and you're like, hey, you know what? Whatever, fuck them.
You just said immune to it like you have the antibodies of it. That was insane.
It was a fucking
I don't know
shredded
what
chicken
else.
burrito.
It couldn't have been from that because I had it again, and I didn't break out. But I don't know what it could have been from because that's the only thing I ate. That
But
day.
do you remember
hives even
waking
that-
your mom up in the middle of the night in a weird fashion and she's like, she just throws in 4 gasps and I'm just like, we're going to the fucking hospital. I knew immediately we were going to the hospital.
No, yeah,
Are
I was
hives even
itchy.
that bad?
bro. It's I
They're
don't
not
know
that
if
bad,
that was
right?
that hives. Do you,
It was
would you call that
hives.
hives.
It was hives for sure.
I could
Apparently
not-
hives are that
I
bad.
could not fucking stop.
Depends.
It is itchy
Red
for
all
sure.
over my fucking body. I
Yeah.
cannot stop itching.
The only problem is that hives can also lead to your airways swelling up, and that is
Tara,
not good. Hi, Tara.
Yeah, she lives
Shout
here.
out, Tara.
I would hope your airways swell up after that fucking story, dude. Eat one fucking Taco Bell burrito and it's the fucking end of you, dude. That's fucking weak.
dude, I didn't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You woke your mom up. He's like, Doc, I didn't even want to come in here, but man,
Man,
I'm
I
glad
sure
you're
am
here.
itchy. What are your symptoms? Itchy?
and red.
We can
Itchy
take care of
red.
that.
It was a scary thing. Like a lot of people probably have never been through something that traumatic. a normal guy probably doesn't survive that. But I was tough, and I stayed through. So.
The wrath
Hey.
of a chicken burrito.
You know what's crazy? You know what would have been the end of you? 2 chicken burritos. Motherfucking 1 almost had you, dude.
But I
2 would have
had-
put you over the top.
I had to.
Yeah.
I did. Man, those motherfuckers were good, though.
Dude, that sauce they use, who knows
Man,
what it
they're
is.
good. Come say hi. No. Okay.
She doesn't want to.
You can say hi. Don't
Hey,
be
Tara,
shy.
have a good evening. I hope you save everybody.
Are you off work? Oh, you're going into work right now? Yikes.
Save lives.
Have a good night. Is it that time
Love you.
already?
Bye.
Hashtag no deaths, no peace.
What?
That's the reverse of her job. You know what I mean?
She's a nurse.
Kill or be killed.
Yeah. No.
She's a great lady.
In life, you have two choices.
You either kill or you get killed.
Get killed.
What you gonna do? Shout out Boone Chum.
Oh, man,
In life, you have two options: no chicken burritos or 2 chicken burritos.
You do realize I've never eaten a chicken burrito ever again.
Don't you eat the shredded
Shut
chicken?
the fuck up, Cody.
Oh God. Sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Correct
kidding.
me if I'm wrong, but
I'm
you
sorry,
get
I'm sorry.
you get the quesarito and chicken, right? You get chicken quesaritos.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Beefy five layer, I thought.
Beefy 5 layer is the go-to, but man, those grilled cheese burritos.
Oh, I agree.
They're fucking
bro.
foul,
They're
dude.
Are you serious?
They're so foul.
Them
You got
are
a bad
good.
one then. You got a bad one then, dude. I'm telling you,
No, I
they're
swear to God.
amazing.
Blake, back me up, dude. I've literally gotten it 5 times. They're disgusting.
He was talking mad shit about it, and I saw him get one. He's like, the cheese is all over the wrapper.
Oh my God.
No, hold on, Cody. Hold on. Let me explain
Big
myself.
Deal.
The first time I got it,
Sorry.
Brock only eats chicken tenders. His thought of food is not valid.
Yeah.
The first time I got it, the cheese was so greasy I couldn't even hold on to the goddamn thing.
Okay.
That's a fair
fair
point. It's a fair
because it
point.
is greasy.
So I was like, let me get it again. I literally opened it up. The cheese didn't even melted. It literally came all off when I opened it up.
okay.
That's a bad experience.
That's just a bad cook, you know.
Okay. So I got a third time. The cheese was so fucking greasy again. I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. Why? Also, they're taking the quesarito off the menu allegedly. What the fuck, Taco Bell?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's got to be a some kind of business decision. Some white guy in a suit's probably making this decision like, oh, yeah, it's not good or something. Like, they always come up with these phenomenal things. That's what I've seen.
Can we take off the taco pizza instead of the quesarito?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Does
Mexican
anyone ever
pi-
get the Mexican pizza?
I think it's off the menu, isn't it? Did they
No.
serve that anymore?
I think they
They didn't serve it at our Taco Bell because there's
Still
a Pizza
on
Hut
there.
next door. That's the only
Same
reason they didn't
company,
have
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But, like, they always they always come up with these really good things. Like you remember when they changed the craving box? And they started selling it with cinnamon twist?
Yeah.
Nobody wants cinnamon twist.
Dude,
Cinnamon twists are
Do
horrible.
you guys know that fucking shit starts out as a little pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, what the
It's deep fried, right?
fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
What
what I'm
the
worried about with
hell?
Taco Bell?
Rotini.
That liquid cheese they use. My question is to Taco Bell, where would I find that in nature, sir?
That is true.
I agree. I think their liquid cheese is fire, and I
think
would.
it is.
I like
so
it,
good.
but there is
It's good,
no
but-
way that you could home make that by yourself. That is some evolution of Nazi scientists and Taco Bell creators. That is like a weird evolution because how's that even
they're
possible?
one and the same. No, I'm just kidding.
They're, I don't know. Taco Bell, I feel like every time I eat it, it is the absolute death of a human being. But it's like,
It's
I
fucking
guess
good.
I'll eat it.
It's good though.
My problem is they keep coming up with these great seasonal or contemporary items or whatever. Everybody gets attached to them. They destroy it. So apparently
Nacho fries.
they're taking the
Nacho fries.
loaded baked potato
shit.
taco or whatever the hell
Griller.
it is.
Loaded baked potato griller.
They're taking the taco
Loaded
off
potato
too.
griller. Sorry.
They're taking the taco off too. These fucking guys are insane, dude. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna comment about it until it's gone. You know.
I've just been seeing all kinds of crazy shit.
I have too, but
So it's not confirmed gone.
Yeah.
yet, is what you're saying.
I saw somebody post on Twitter that they named their dog Quesarito, and then 2 weeks later they found out that the quesarito was being taken off the menu.
So they killed their dog.
So they killed her dog.
That's the only explanation.
The only way they can do it.
It's insane though.
Man, that's crazy.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, are we the only ones that like the quesarito, or is it going to be one of those things where like,
no,
I feel like most people do.
but like, do people order it a lot? I don't know.
bro, it's like fucking cheese mixed up rice, fucking good. Oh, dude, come on, how can you not like it?
But I was thinking about it, and if we're not the only ones, then when they take the quesarito off, is Taco Bell stock just going to plummet?
No,
Also,
I don't
who
think it
holds Taco Bell
plummets.
stock, by the way?
People are still gonna.
smart people.
Who holds it?
Yeah, who's like, I'm going to invest in Taco Bell?
Dude,
I can guarantee a million people have
what's
stock
the ultimate drunk person's food? Taco Bell.
It is.
IHOP.
IHOP as well.
Dude,
But
I don't know.
it's hard to.
IHOP, you have to go
I think if we had a
in.
Waffle House, then that would be
Bro,
the
IHOP
Oh,
is
yeah.
so fucking balls.
That's why
dude.
Indiana sucks so fucking bad. Every place else, or except North fucking East or whatever, Eastern
Yeah.
Indiana doesn't have a fucking Waffle House.
Do you
God
think
damn
maybe
it.
it's because it's like 98% white dudes?
Yeah, probably.
But you go down south and there's Waffle Houses everywhere.
Do you
I
think
mean,
there's a
Southern
by,
Indiana
and by
has
But I don't
down
think-
south, he means
Like how much
a
more
couple
black
hours
people
south.
are in down south?
a lot?
A lot more?
I just feel like it's a cultural thing down south, but it's also like it's kind of a. I feel like at this point it's kind of like a not a pinnacle of black culture because that's insane to say, but it's like it's
definitely
something that exists in black culture. Like it's
100%.
Waffle House. Like,
Waffle House, say, like,
you go
yeah.
through if you go through Atlanta, you'll see fucking 23 Waffle
and I
Houses.
feel like,
you know what I mean?
and I feel like not. I mean, obviously, I don't have to speak for them, but I feel like somebody that's African American would absolutely agree with you. It's saying like, oh, 100%. Like
Yeah,
Waffle House is,
It's open all night. They serve whatever. You see the people cook. There's always fights.
Have
It's
you
gotta be
seen the
pretty
Waffle
sweet.
House challenge? By the way,
No.
dude. Okay, so it starts out with you have to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House.
That sounds
And you have to get in a
horrible.
race war.
Jesus Christ.
You have to get in one race
don't
war and eat
promote that
one
stuff.
waffle.
No.
No, it's every time you eat a waffle, 1 hour is deducted.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So people end up trying to eat like fucking 10 waffles and they just can't do it.
Yeah.
So then they had to spend like 12 hours in this Waffle House. Hilarious.
I can eat
So
10
funny.
waffles.
I just feel like
Shut
10
up.
waffles would be pretty easy.
What's
to
my
eat.
time spread?
24
it's
hours.
24 hours. and
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to spend
you
24
get
hours
1
in there.
hour knocked off for
Every waffle.
So you mean to
you
tell
take-
me you can't eat?
But it's
you
not
can't
a
eat a
fucking-
waffle an hour?
It's not a
You'd be
fucking
surprised.
small waffle. Like they got a fucking fat stack of waffle. I'm telling
But you mean
it
to
looks
tell me
so
that
much
you-
harder.
Well, okay, so let's say you can't eat a waffle every 2 hours,
That's still you're there for
But
12
You
hours.
would be there a long time, yeah.
but if you really want to get out of there,
Hey, Chris, if you eat a waffle,
could eat
an
3
hour,
hours
that-
in it.
I don't know if that's really taking your time that much, right?
3 waffles.
you'd only be there for an hour. Well,
No.
it would, well,
Whoa.
the math doesn't add up, but yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
If you're there for
Six
so
six
an
waffles
hour
in
goes
an hour?
by,
No chance.
Easy.
I don't think so.
Super easy.
I don't know. I think you'd feel like
6 waffles in 1 hour.
1 hour, you take an hour off, you eat another 3-4
Whoa,
waffles.
whoa! You're telling me you
Brock,
can just
I'm with you,
intake
bro.
10
Just seems
waffles
easy
just
to
like
me.
that?
It seems easy to me, bro.
Every video I've
one
seen, they
waffle
said
for
they've
an
got to
hour?
like 6.
Am I
that seems
only
easy.
eating waffles?
Yeah,
That's all
that's
you're
it.
eating.
That's it.
Easy.
How many calories in a waffle?
I'm telling you, it's a fucking
does it
fat
matter?
waffle.
I'll feel it.
A waffle ain't
Brock,
good
I'm
to
with
go.
you, bro. I'm ready to try it for sure.
I
it's a
would
whole
do it.
ass
I
Belgian
feel like I
waffle.
can do that.
I would do it.
Everybody says, "Oh, I feel like I can do that." And then they end up spending.
Brock, I'm
I
not
don't know,
exaggerating.
14
I've
hours
never
there?
seen you eat any large amount of food in my life, so I don't believe
What?
that you could eat
Brock,
that many waffles.
waffles or pancakes, Brock?
Pancakes.
Fuck off.
You're
It's
insane.
not even a fucking
Cody?
discussion. Pancakes are so much better.
I have to agree with Brock. Unfortunately, I'm.
This is
Why
the last
why is it
episode of the Stoop Sitters
unfortunate?
podcast.
Why is it unfortunate to agree
It's
with
not
me?
unfortunate. No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that
Just kidding.
their response was so negative that I was like,
know.
oh.
I just thought I thought it had already been established that waffles with the crisp and crunch and texture were better than a
Yes.
pancake.
I know,
rather
but
have the
but a
smooth,
fat stack
buttery
of clocks,
pancake.
bro.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you have a
Pancakes?
waffle where the syrup sits inside the pockets
That
along
is-
with the butter?
Yes, that
you
is
know what
a
I truly
great
don't get? Why-
factor.
the
but-
butter with the waffles and pancakes, I really don't get.
What do you mean?
Dude, it's so good.
I don't think you need it.
I think
You don't
do.
need butter?
I don't think so.
You do not need it.
I
But
will.
think
I
it
will
adds-
contest. I will contest to Brock's point though. Butter does spread way better on a pancake.
100%.
It goes further, but the syrup is way better on a pancake or on a waffle. I'm
I see
sorry.
what you're saying.
Just-
Getting in the
just cut it
pockets,
and then just
cut it,
dip it.
dip it.
Yeah.
100%. I think it's the same
Yes.
thing.
Who's eating their? No.
I'd have to 100% disagree.
Are you eating your pancakes with your fingers and that's how you're dipping it?
No, what?
Fork?
A fork? Yeah, dude.
But
you
you,
don't-
put
don't
the
have to-
syrup on. No, waffles.
When
are
you
better.
put syrup, there's
cut-
syrup on the sides of the plate.
Yes, and then you just cut a little chunk off, stick, dip, mouth.
You want to know what's better
Waffles
than
are better.
than both?
What?
French toast sticks.
That is French toast is better than both waffles and
Don't you think it's
pancakes.
kind of funny that in
I don't
England
know,
they're like,
man.
yeah, eggy bread.
Yeah. That's what they
What
call
the
it.
Let's do
fuck
that.
are you
Too
talking
weird.
about?
Too weird for me.
No, it's truly it is better than both waffles and pancakes. I'm 100% eating French toast over both.
No, I wouldn't say not French toast, but French toast sticks.
It's the
So
same
it's just
thing.
French
just
toast
it's
cut
not.
up,
it's
right?
it's literally the
not.
same thing, Brock. Just you're eating it in child form.
See, this is the shit I'm talking
Chicky
about, dude. Like
tendies.
this.
Why don't you get chocolate milk with your pancake?
I hate chocolate milk.
I hate to admit it, but
White
I'm
milk only.
big chocolate.
Nicole cuts his his French toast up and sticks for him.
Don't dox my mother, please.
Yeah, that's pretty disrespectful.
Nicole's
but Nicole,
not
if you're
even
out
name.
there, Brock needs a sandwich cut in triangles. You heard it here first.
Crust off, please. Crust off.
It's like Brock sings mask off, but it's fuck it crust off.
Even though I like the
Peanut
crust.
butter jelly, fuck it crust off.
Brock, do you remember when we moved to St. Joe and you were obsessed with Uncrustables?
I was just gonna
They're
say,
fire.
when was the last time you've had an Uncrustable?
You know what's also
days.
crazy?
Oh
No,
my god!
I kid. Sometimes I kid around. That's one of those times.
You know what's also crazy about the St. Joe days? We had a whole kitchen. Brock didn't keep any of his food in the kitchen.
Dude, I know, like, it's kind of a bit, but, like, I did.
I don't know if you did.
Remember the 10-pound bag of grilled chicken I used to keep in there?
Yeah, you remember the one that got stuck in our fucking ice maker in the freezer?
Shut up.
I literally, dude, Brock puts a bag of
It
chicken
wasn't mine. It was
breast.
Chris's.
It's not mine. Brock was on this fake diet, and he literally put a bag of chicken in the ice maker, right, or in the freezer, and it literally got stuck in the ice maker. So what was happening was the ice maker was making ice cubes
Oh no.
with bags of ice, or
Look at
with
all
the bag of chicken
those
mix.
chickens.
Dude, it was insane. But yeah, Brock used to
Look at
keep
all
his food in his closet of his room.
Huh?
One,
The
because he
only-
didn't trust any of us in there not to eat his food.
That's not true.
That is true, 100%.
That's not true.
Brock would
What'd you keep in there? Animal crackers?
The only thing I kept in there was donuts
wrong.
and my milk.
Wrong.
What? In your closet?
I had a mini fridge.
Okay.
Brock,
that makes
on
sense.
average, how many glasses would you use per day?
Back at St. Joe?
Yeah.
At least one.
How many would you clean out
At
after you were done
least, or
with
you
them?
mean at minimum?
Isn't that the same thing?
I guess.
That kind of
He
fucked
had to
me
think
up.
about it. But no, I
Wait,
remember
is
walking
it?
into Brock's room, and he's got this large fucking bag, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you eating in your room? He's eating, do you know what crouton sticks are?
No, I know what croutons are though.
Okay,
What?
but in long sticks. So croutons
like
are
a little,
made
like a little
of, like-
breadstick crunchy.
Yeah. So they're
It's just baked bread.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
super
yeah, exactly.
baked. Yeah.
Hey,
So
do you
Brock's
want bread
eating the
that'll
whole
cut your
sticks.
gums? Because we got it here for you.
yeah.
That's good. Come on.
Brock's eating
Croutons are good.
sticks of croutons as chips.
What? Garlicky butter flavored.
I had one
Hold on,
kind of
garlic herb?
fire.
Garlic herb.
Garlic herb. Oh,
That's
Have
what
you
those
never
are.
not just taken the croutons out of your salad and just ate them separate?
No.
When's the last time your boy ate a salad? Come on.
No, I had
No,
one and they were kind of
they're
good, but I
fire.
was like, after about 3 of these, I'm gonna need to stop.
That's why it take we didn't finish.
It's
the whole
like getting
bag.
those Gardettos.
I'm talking. This
chips.
thing was a Costco. I'm talking.
It was that big.
It was
What?
huge, dude. It was so big. And then Devin came home with a fucking box like this of Ritz crackers.
yeah. I heard that he just snacked on regular ass plain old crackers by themselves.
What if Devin didn't even need to work out to be skinny? He just needed to stop eating Ritz crackers. It's like Devin, you're eating 14 rows of Ritz crackers a week.
Yeah.
You should stop.
Yeah. I remember pulling out the couch one time to vacuum. There was a whole sleeve just under the couch.
Oh,
A whole sleeve worth, dude. No,
Yeah, keep
like
that
he had so
motherfucking-
many crumbs under the couch. It had to have been a whole sleeve worth, dude. I was like,
You
what
gotta-
in the fuck?
You got to keep that thing on you, dude.
It was
Yeah,
insane.
that motherfucking sleeve on you.
He also because I remember his parents came to town one time and they took him shopping and they went to Costco, dude. He came home with a fucking thing of paper plates. Had to be 1,000 paper plates.
Remember
Oh,
how
yeah, the
every
stack?
time,
Yeah.
remember
Oh,
how
yeah.
every time our
Hell
parents
yeah.
would have to visit, we would have to act just like normal people. And then I realized one time my dad was there, and I just had a whole ass bong behind the TV,
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, I guess this is over. I guess I'm a real man now.
Yeah.
christened?
You just run with it, you know.
St. Joe is fucking nuts.
Yeah. Well, except for Brock, he was just in his room the whole time.
Drinking whipped cream vodka.
That's a pretty wild drink to have for a choice, but realistically back then it was just like, hey, can I get 30 Busch Lights, please?
Any type of alcohol, anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I just need to feel some type of way, type of deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then we were drinking whatever we get our hands on. Because
Pretty
we weren't 21, so we were just like, Hey, who
19
wants to
maybe?
buy us
Yeah,
alcohol?
Exactly.
yeah, I was 20 at the time.
Oh,
I was 19.
fresh out of jail.
Watch your goddamn mouth. Yeah, Brock, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how it was all Blake's fault.
Wasn't my phone.
I
Wasn't
feel
mine
like
either.
Blake is the best person to tell the story with Chris. Some ad.
Hold on, I'm gonna pee before Blake tells his story. Hold down the fort, somebody.
How you getting through?
How you getting home though?
There's been 13 P's in this podcast so far.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, there's been quite a few though.
I bet at least 8.
We love
Oh
to pee.
shit, Chris, watch that
We
painting.
love to pee.
It's not even a painting. I don't know why I said that. It's just a poster.
I do like these posters a lot.
We're good.
So we have to wait on Chris to get back to the fucking story.
I mean, we don't have to, but it's kind of a
We
weird.
better wait on him
It's kind of
because
a
it
hard
is about
story to
him.
jump into, but we can just jump into it.
We're going to talk about the arrest warrants.
There was no warrants for arrest. We were wanted by the FBI at one point, but we weren't.
We just set
we
it
didn't
up
have
that we
warrants.
were 18 and close to 17 at
Remember
the time.
being cool back in high school?
Yes, dude.
Well, Blake was 17.
Your boy was 17. That's for sure. Yeah.
Those
Fuck
were
the
just- those
police
were
coming straight from the
best.
underground.
The police.
A young N-word got it bad because I'm brown. You know what I'm saying? It's not even I'm that brown, but you know what I mean. I'm brown enough for white people.
You actually have a very nice skin complexion.
It's as if I'm a white person, but not fully.
100%.
Some mocha mixed in.
Whereas Chris, on the
Yeah.
other hand, dude, he was
He's
fucking,
full white.
His family got stranded in
Yeah.
Ireland for 6,000
Yes.
years.
Yeah. No, yeah. My family is definitely part Native American, and I'm going to say that real quick.
Hail to the Chiefs.
Oh God.
That's problematic.
Isn't it kind of crazy, though, that they're like, hey, Redskins ain't cool, but yeah, Chiefs, we're just going to call them Chiefs.
Yeah.
Is everyone in the tribe a chief? That's
But I
not
was gonna-
possible.
I-
Not
I was gonna
everybody
say
can be
Chiefs is a
Paul or
title.
John, you know what I mean? There's got to be some Ringos of the world. So who knows?
Do Indian people think Redskin is offensive? And that's an honest question.
From what I know, like my family is no more than half Indian, like per person. Like I think some of them are a quarter, some of them are like, you know, whatever, like, but none of them are offended, but I don't think any of them are truly Indian enough
yeah.
or Native American enough to care.
yeah.
But that's a whole nother thing. But they're Native enough to get money from the government every year, you know? They'll get a little bit of a stipend from the casino.
You have family that actually gets some cash?
Yeah, they get money from the casino, and they get some. Once you're an elder, I think, like once you're 55 plus or something, they'll give you a plot of land on the reservation, but it's dog shit land. You know what I mean? It's literally just like marshland and whatnot. But the drinking up there, whoo-wee.
Pretty good.
They
good.
just like it. Yeah. They don't like teeth, but they love drinking.
We should probably wrap this up, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell the story first. Tell
I
the
mean-
story real quick, and then we can wrap up.
I mean, we could do whatever, but we can keep going and just allegedly, you know,
I'm literally cool with talking for 4 hours.
be good.
I don't care.
So once upon a time, we were in high school, and we decided it'd be cool to drink at a former friends of ours' house that lived in town.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just
Shout
all-
out nobody.
Yeah, shout out nobody. Shout out
Can we
dead
not-
guy.
Yeah, not shout out him.
Okay, so
You
we're
shall
just
not be
we're just
named.
hanging out there. We probably had 10 people over there, and I just remember this night vividly because for whatever reason I got Fireball and a Four Loko, and I've never even drank a Four Loko, so that's the only reason I remember it vividly. And I also had Copenhagen Snuff, which if you've ever had it, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like Imagine Chew, but the worst version of that. So that's what we had. And I don't know why I remember it so vividly, but me and Chris were just outside. I remember cracking this fucking peach Four Loko, whatever the fuck flavor it is. I don't even know why I was drinking this right. I probably already had 8 shots of Fireball, something crazy. And so we're all hanging out, and me and Chris are outside, shooting shit. And it gets to the point where Chris over here, he's a hungry guy.
Very hungry guy.
Very hungry guy. Both of us are
Like,
hungry
don't
guys.
even act like you. Yeah, don't act like
Both
you're
of
a
us,
hungry guy.
both of us were hungry guys. Wanted to go to the gas station, right? You gotta get something to eat. Obviously, we're gonna drive. You know.
Yeah.
These are
Buckle up.
these are the times of like our life where like if we went to a party and there wasn't food, right? Like we didn't
No.
plan ahead and get food. It was 3 a.m. You ate whatever it was and you
Liquid
scrummaged
diet.
the fucking cabinets.
Well, where'd you guys? Where were you planning on going at 3 a.m?
We went to
The
the
gas
gas station.
Just-
So-
We
so-
were in Albion, so where else were we gonna go?
Right,
go
that's
down-
what I'm saying.
So we
Yeah.
go down to the marathon. It's about what do you say? 3 blocks, 4 blocks.
It's 4 blocks. Lived on the 400
So
block.
four small town blocks. So realistically, a half fucking mile away. A guy who's not to be named lived 4 blocks away. And so we're just hanging out there. Me and Chris decided it's a cool guy idea. And we're
Super
going.
cool guy.
We're going, it's whatever. We stop at the gas station. Your boy gets himself a bag of chips and a drink or something. Chris gets whatever. I don't know.
Can of Pringles is what we both
Can
got.
of Pringles. Yeah. I don't remember what kind of Pringles I had, but I want to say they were probably
Sweet
like
and sour.
they're probably pizza flavor.
I had the loaded
Sour.
baked potato, I remember, because those shits were fire. And
Probably a pizza flavored Pringle if I had
Sour
to
cream and
remember.
onion.
Hey, it's a decent one.
That's a pretty good one.
And as we're going, we just roll down there, and it's Albion. You know what I mean? It's town we grew up in literally for fucking ever. Like your way
One
around.
stoplight.
Yeah, you can cross through people's backyards through the middle of the night. Nobody's gonna fucking
You know the
see you. Nobody
shortcuts.
cares. Yeah. So we take it to the gas station, and we end up going in. Obviously, pretty not sober, I guess you could call it. Had a few, and so we're hanging, and we finally go in and we leave. And as we're leaving, there's obviously something not right about a quarter way into the ride, because me and Chris see 2 cop cars immediately. Like, there's obviously not something right with going home. And do you know, like, down by the Video Unlimited road where Truex lives, there's a row of bushes on the left side of the road. And me and Chris are just fucking hiding in these bushes from the cops as they're driving by, because, like, we can see them. And when you see a cop that late in Albion, you're like, this is either some sketchy fucker or it's a cop.
Yeah.
Or he's bored or whatever.
And so we're hiding, and we literally hide behind every single thing you can hide behind just so we don't get seen, just to be careful. And as soon as we're almost there, we're about 3/4 of the way there, we have one more lot to pass, but it's the biggest lot we have to pass. It's a big, wide open hill, just grass on it. There's like a spot in between these trailers and an apartment complex.
It was right across from your cousin's house. Starts with an M.
Where she used to live.
Where she used
to live in town past Truex.
Right on...
by
Madison.
Jake's house. Behind Jake.
Madison, no.
Madison, no.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
Oh.
And so we were there, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, Chris, we're either going to have to go, make a run for it, or let's get up this hill, whatever. And I'm not even exaggerating. Second step we took, fucking police light right on us, right? And I was just like, okay. That's never a good sign.
We were actually hiding pretty well up until that point.
Yeah, it's the only open spot on that whole route.
But I'm not kidding you, dude. There was probably 4 cops circling the block that we were like 4 different cop cars.
Yeah.
Like bored out of their fucking minds, right? Nothing else to do. They get paid shit.
Their wife won't even fuck them anymore.
Yeah.
They need to bring me in just to make their wife happy.
Yeah.
And so
Wife swap situation.
Yeah, and so we go halfway up this hill, and as soon as we're in the mid open, this guy catches us with the fucking spotlight, right? And so we get spotlighted. There's no moving. Like, it's either Chris, I'm staying behind, or you're running, because there's no way I'm running away. And so I was just like, literally, I was like, nothing else to do but act cool. And so I was just like, act normal. Like, I said something crazy like that. Obviously, we're not going to act normal because we're drunk. And so the story evolves into cool guy Chris over here pocket dials 911 on the way back home.
Hell yeah.
And so that's the reason that there's cops circling this block as if there's a baby that fell into the pool.
Jeez.
And so we're running through this whole scenario, and they finally get us in the mid open and they call us over, and they've allegedly heard us talking on speakerphone. Mm-hmm. And I don't really know if I believe this because it could be bullshit. Like, how much can you really hear? But we did talk about drinking or being drunk or whatever. And so long story short, they somehow know. They somehow know that we were drinking, whatever. Like, we're already had as soon as we walk over to the car. And so I lean over in front of the car, and the guy's patting me down immediately. And Chris is right next to me. Our hands are on the fucking hood. And
2 cars, 2 different cars.
Yeah. And so, like, they end up emptying our pockets. And, like, I literally have, like, 2 cans of chew and something crazy, and I'm 17, but, whatever. And then as soon as they throw it out on the hood, Chris is like, that's mine. And the guy's like, and the cop's like, nah, I don't think so.
Dude, I literally had, the swishers that come in a 4-pack? It's like wood tips that come. I had 2 packs on me, and Blake had a pack and a can of chew. And I tried claiming his, and the cop just goes, it's in his possession, it's his. And I was like, okay, cool guy.
And so you were 18 at the time.
I was 18. So this was June 27th that we got arrested. And I turned 18 on June 12th. So I was 2 weeks 18.
Damn.
But yeah, continue, Blake.
And so they pull us over. We're already on the cop car. We're already been had, We're already fucking butt over on the hood. They can fucking gang fuck us if they want, right? And so
Would have been better than what actually happened.
And so, like,
Imagine.
typical cop strategy, like, you're not going to ask them questions together, right? but they kept us enough in earshot where I was like, what the fuck's going to happen? And so one guy takes me back to his car. Another guy takes Chris back to like his car, and they start talking to him. And he's like, yeah, so where are you guys at tonight? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I was honestly pretty drunk. Like, I remember vividly, like...
Do you remember what you... Oh, you didn't blow. You didn't blow.
No, I didn't blow because he... So, it turns out he tried to get me to blow. And I said, yeah, I know I don't have to take that. Like, I'm not 18. My dad's not here. I don't have to take that, you know. Get it the fuck off my mouth. Like, he tried to put it up to my mouth, and I just did one of these.
Dude, it was so... dude, it was so funny. Because the cops tried doing it to Blake 3 times, so he put it here, and Blake's like... Put it here, and he'd go like just Blake would shy away from it, and me being 18, I'm like, I don't have an option.
No,
it's either take the blow test or they take me to jail regardless.
Yeah.
So
after that happens, he tries to berate me, and he's like, you know, anybody can refuse a breathalyzer, stupid. And I was like, yeah, but like, you know, legally I don't have to, right? Like, my dad has to be here. He has to say yes. And so at that point, he just didn't really say anything. He starts trying to like pry for more questions, you know. Where are you guys at tonight? I was like, I don't know. Where are you guys at tonight? I'd rather die than tell you. I remember telling him that drunk, but imagine, I'd rather die than tell you. So imagine that, right? I'd rather die than tell you. And then he's like, how much you had to drink? I was like, I don't know, man. A couple beers, couple shots maybe. And I hear Chris right out of earshot in the next car. So he's like, where are you guys at tonight? And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, our story's going to match. What the fuck's going to happen? Chris is like, yeah, I don't know. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. This is pretty legit. I guess we're in deep.
It's going to work out.
Yeah, I guess we're in deep. So, how much you had to drink tonight? A couple beers, couple shots. Same exact thing that I said from fucking 15 feet away.
Yes, sir.
So he puts me in the back of the car, and I see Chris get put in the back of the car. But I'm not handcuffed. Chris is handcuffed.
I get handcuffed.
And so I'm not handcuffed in the back of the car, and the guy driving my car is the night sergeant. He's the third shift sergeant of the
crew?
County police.
Yeah.
The county police. Not the city, but the county.
Oh,
and so he puts me in the back of his car. And I was in the back for, 5-10 minutes probably by myself. And the first thought that comes in my head, you think I could reach around and strangle this guy? Not that I'm gonna.
But it's the thought.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
And so you try to put your arm around the side, and it's fully shielded. They do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Shout out police. They do a pretty good job. Unless it's black people. And so...
Anyways.
Yeah, and so...
take.
Yeah. We're just going through this, right? And so, like, I get put in the back of the car, and I was like, just going through whatever. And this guy gets in, and immediately, like, we're leaving, and I see this guy get on his phone, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll see what I can do. And so he's on his phone, and we start moving 20 feet. And I was like, hey, sir, I was like, why do you think cops are above the law of texting and driving? As I'm watching over his shoulder, him texting and driving, he's like, I'm not texting and driving, I'm making a call. And I was like, okay. All right. All right. And so
imagine having his confidence at 17.
Yeah, and so me and Chris get
didn't
split
have
up.
that confidence.
Me and Chris get split up at this point, and I don't even know what happens to him, but it's every man for themselves. And I get put in the phone booth section of the jail, like where they talk to inmates and shit.
Yeah. And
they have a buzzer in there. I was like, hey, can I have a glass of water? And he's like, no. And so I go, you're a dick. And I don't get any word back at all. And as soon as my dad gets there, 17, dad has to come from 30 miles away, so he's not happy.
Yeah.
I have to pause already.
Jesus. This was... Fuck, dude. It was just getting good.
Suspense is good.
Meanwhile, I'm in a holding cell, right? And I'm getting my fingerprints taken and shit. And, like, I see this cell that has a blanket over the window. And, like, there's just a dude screaming in the cell, right? And the whole time I'm thinking, what the hell is going to happen to me? Where's Blake? Where's the rest of the party? I'm drunk as shit. We probably had, like, 6 shots of Fireball apiece, right? I still, to this day, won't drink Fireball because of this. Like, I'm mentally scarred from it.
Yeah.
But I get put in a holding cell, right? They take my fingerprints. They take my mugshot. They took all my clothes. And what's funny is if you go through my Instagram, I literally posted a fit picture that night of just all my clothes laid out and what I was wearing because I was 18 and weird. So, yeah, they took all my clothes. They give me a jumpsuit, right? And they make you take a shower before they put you in a jumpsuit. So I had to take a shower in one of the cells, get all my belongings, give it to them, get in the jumpsuit. And these jumpsuits, the seam comes right up your fucking ass crack and right up through your balls.
It's like they're scratchy.
Horrible, dude.
Oh.
You don't get underwear.
Oh, God.
You don't get underwear. You don't get socks. They give you a pair of orange Crocs and a jumpsuit. And, like, you sit down, and this fucking thing is a thong into your asshole. It's insane. But they give you, like, a mat and shit, and I couldn't sleep the entire night. Obviously, I had 6 fucking other people in this holding cell with me. I have a little corner to myself, and this dude is, like... So he was drunk and got pulled over, and he was, like, super fucking diabetic, right? And I'm looking at this guy, and he's, like, trying to sleep, but he can't because he's super diabetic, and they wouldn't give him his medication. And so he's freaking out, right? He's foaming from the fucking mouth, and they wouldn't give him his medication. And I was like, what in the fuck is going on? I just want to go home. I get one call, right? Call my dad. Hello? It's 3 a.m. Hello? I'm like, hey, Dad.
What'd you do?
I'm in jail. And he goes, what the fuck? Meanwhile, June 27th, my mother's birthday is on June 27th.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah. So that was also cool. I'm like, I'm in jail. Can you come bail me out in the morning? And they're like, who are you in jail with? And I was like, well, Blake also got arrested, but I don't know what's going to happen to him because he's not 18. Yeah, it was a fucking wild night. I got a stern talking to when I got home. But my parents weren't like, they were pissed, obviously, and they were disappointed, but like, they made me pay all my probation fees and like all that kind of shit, and it was whatever. But they weren't as pissed as I thought they were going to be. But it was wild.
So we finally get back to the jail after I ask him why cops are above the law of texting and driving. I wasn't texting, I was making a phone call. Hands free, you know? And so I'm just looking over this guy's shoulder, you know, just kind of being an asshole. I'm not thinking I'm impervious at this point, but once you're in so deep, you might as well keep digging the hole, right?
Yeah.
And so we get to the jail.
Shout out, Shia.
We get to the jail, and I notice immediately I'm not in the same place Chris is. So I honestly don't know what's happening, but who knows? And so they bring me in the jail, and because I haven't blown, I'm not 18, all this shit, they don't even really know who I am other than seeing my ID and whatever. Like, you can't really do anything. And so they put me in the, like I said, the holding cell where they talk on the phone, you know? Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. Baby, I got to have you. So that type of shit, right? So where I'm in that position. And so I sit at the table for a while. I'm in here for an hour, right? At least. Like, my dad is on the way from 30 miles away. So not super far, but like wake him up at 4 a.m, you know?
He's pissed enough.
He's pissed enough, right? And after I call the cop a dick for not giving me water, I don't hear a word back, you know? Fuck you. You didn't give me some water. You're already not going to arrest me. Might as well give me some water. And so as soon as he lets me out of the holding cell, he kind of just starts giving me a stern talking to, and I'm just not having it. I just head down, walk away from him, don't care. And I see my dad sitting down right there, and my dad for a second, I think he kind of tried to be mad because he was like, what are you doing? He's like, being disrespectful to, and I was like, yeah. I was like, motherfucker was trying to arrest me. Obviously, I'm going to be disrespectful. And so my dad was like, why would you talk like that to the cop? I was like, I got away with it. Like, why wouldn't I talk like that to the cop? So long story short, it makes it even worse because my dad has to take me back home 30 miles while berating me, you know, for doing stupid shit. But the worst thing is I still have to go get my car that is still back there where we were partying. Fuck. They weren't even smart enough to find my car 1 block away to be like, oh, that's where the party's happening.
And you know where it was, right? Like the church across, we all
right
would park there.
And they kept asking us where it was, and I was like, I'm not going to tell you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to tell you. And it all came out, whatever. And yeah, long story short, I just leave. And that's really it. That's all I hear about it. And then they were telling me they were going to switch it over to a different county because that's, you know, where I lived at the time. They were going to switch to a different county for like juvenile court or whatever. And they just fucking dropped it. Like, the government is so non-proactive. They're just like, that's pretty tough. We moved counties. I think he's innocent.
What's even better is apparently on the phone, when I had pocket dialed them, we were talking about a house.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have the fucking balls, right, to go to house. You know whose house they went to?
Pilknox.
They went to Jacob Pilknox's house.
Yeah.
Dad enters the door asleep.
The wrong Jacob, 2 blocks away.
Yeah. Hilarious. Fucking idiots. And then they won't drive by the house.
Isn't 8? You go down 8, look to your left, there's a church.
Yes.
10 cars.
Yeah.
At
Right
least.
A
Dude,
library, a
oh,
church,
yes.
10 cars, a house.
I was parked there.
Literally.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It was. Were you there that night?
Yeah, there had to been at least, I'm saying, no joke, no exaggeration, at
And
least
ever since
6
then,
cars.
I'm scared to go into Albion.
Yeah, dude,
Truly.
Fuck that place.
I truly am. Other than having Alex being like, dude, can you get Alex here before you shoot me in the legs? But other than that, it's like, I don't know, man. But that kind of was the beginning of not a whole shitstorm of Albion police, but it kind of kept going with just them being in like, hey, why you guys in this parking lot? It's like,
Yeah.
why are you here?
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah. Like that time I locked my keys in my car before we were about to go teepee, and I had to call the cops to get them out.
Yes, I remember.
And I had 700 plus rolls of toilet paper in my
least,
car. And you guys all hit up on the soccer field, and I
Yeah.
met you in the housing edition back behind.
Yeah.
That was insane.
yeah.
And we still didn't get caught. I'm pretty sure. Did
he
we
shined
go
the
teepeeing that night?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we te- Who? Yeah, we did.
Dude.
That's right.
Hey, we should bleep that out. That's just a bleep
Oh.
right there.
Shit. Beep. Cut that out.
Joel, cut that, please.
Cut that, Joel.
Yeah, we
But-
should probably end it, huh? It's going on
this up.
probably 3 hours.
Yeah, no, this is a good place to end it, I think.
All right. Yeah.
Brock, take us out then.
All right. That's it for us tonight, man. Thank y'all for watching. If you want to follow us, you guys can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at StoopSittersPod. Capital S, capital P. Also, follow us. You're going to see this video on YouTube. Same name. Yeah, that's it for us, man. Hope you come back. Hope you enjoyed. And, hopefully see you next time. Thank y'all.
Thank you.